for that max hit, it wouldn't have had its legendary reaction, which is basically a full rush on max hits.
Yeah. Okay.
So the technical term, Josh, is legendary reaction. It gets it no matter what. If it gets max hit, it gets that reaction.
It's fine, man. You're making up your rules anyway, so it doesn't.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, it's a legendary reaction instead of an action.
They kill it?
Right. Yeah, they killed the first one. You smash your maul down onto the beast as it turns towards you in frustration. The solid blow. Not that you didn't need it. Wonderful. So it's Dimitri's turn. Unless you have something else to do.
No, I don't think so. Just raging for now. How much is it for Dimitri to... how many hits do you get off of a, like, crossbow before you have to... Or, like, how long does it take to reload?
With his loading with the light crossbow, you need to spend an action to reload it.
Okay.
Pretty sure. I always take combat. I always take crossbow expert.
Okay. So I guess I'll just have him reload for now.
1 second. Let me just remind myself.
I don't. The loading thing.
Oh no, just means that you can only fire one. So yeah,
Yes.
you can easily reload and fire. My bad.
Okay.
Yeah, basically it means that if it had an extra attack, he could only still fire it once without crossbow expert. So yeah, he can take a shot.
He's a fucking beast!
Fuck me! Okay. Roll me a percentile. I really need to make some macros. 43.
Crossbow. Not now.
He gets an extra damage die, so roll another D8. It's a traumatic injury. It pierces into the beast's hide very deep and such. If it had any damage resistance, it would have been ignored. Dealing it in maximum of 7 damage. 17. Good shot. It turns in kind and attacks you, Galatea. Yep. So it's going to attack roll at you. Rolled 19. Is that going to hit?
Yep.
Wonderful. I mean, 1d8. 8 plus 3. You only take 4 damage, though, as it tries to gore you.
That already halved, or is that half?
That's not half, so 2 damage.
Cool.
Yeah. You have a feeling that if it got its tusks in very deep, it could have caused some real problems. This guy is going to be added to the table. I forgot to add him. Takes lost regardless. This one is still asleep in the fog.
Heavy sleeper.
Well, he's not aware of what's happening.
I mean, I'm pretty sure one of them just let out like a death, but it just died. I mean, but okay, whatever. Heavy sleeper. I'm not worried.
Well, he's waking up. He doesn't get up straight away. Lynn, you're up. Remember, you can't cast any other concentration spells whilst keeping that fog cloud up. You hear a weird noise coming from the boar as it wakes up, though. It's more of a, the fuck is this? I can't see anything type sound.
Yes, I'm very familiar with this squeal.
Frustrated. Lynn, you're up. What are you doing, my dear? Tenzui Maya Panimi Garasini Zahrati and Way Rocket Signoni Teresa. You're right.
Oh, I can talk now?
Yes.
Uh,
You can talk at any time, dear.
for the moment, I think my best option is to concentrate.
You can still cast non-concentration spells.
I can, but at the moment, I don't think I have anything that would be particularly efficacious to spend my spell slots on.
No cantrips?
Would you suggest I use Prestidigitation, Mage Hand, or Minor Illusion at this juncture?
You don't have an attack cantrip. Okay.
Yo, minor illusion though.
Put someone in a box.
No,
I'm-
I mean
I'm-
you can make sounds.
I'm surprised you don't have an attack cantrip. No worries. You're a situational wizard.
I'm a utility caster.
I see. I rarely see utility casters. It's a nice difference. It's interesting. So you're just going to concentrate on the spell and focus on the area around you? If that's the case, you hear a noise of something moving towards you guys. Coming from the rocks and through the clouds. The fog gives a twofold. It can't see you, but you can't see it.
Yeah, that's fine. The fog it's doing is entirely doing its job at the moment, where
Okay.
its job is to keep the number of combatants on the field at any given time low.
Esther, you're up. Take a shot with your short bow. Wonderful.
I actually I forgot I was stealth, so I get to have advantage.
No, you don't. You hold a
Oh,
four.
okay. This
Don't you still
What was
have
that,
the
sorry?
+2 from Dimitri though?
He used it. He attacks after Dimitri.
Oh.
yeah, I had it before. I asked it whether or not like I use stealth as a bonus action, try to hide again, so I could try to sneak up on this guy. If I can't, that's cool. But
Yeah,
that is also entirely why I
unfortunately,
tried to stealth. That's cool. Yeah. So whatever happened happened.
The beast actually dodges the arrow, it seems. You quite clearly see that it was aware of your location. It shifts itself at the last second.
Smart little boar. I'm going to use my move action real quick.
Sure.
I'm going to move to the other side of the tree.
Okay, so you pull back on your rope to climb back across. Roll me athletics check.
Wow, that was real bad.
Wow. Really? So you slip. And you gave yourself 10 feet of slack and then the 15 feet to climb around, right?
No, I just gave myself 15 feet.
Okay.
I didn't want to fall into. I was 20 feet up. I didn't want to fall into the ground.
Okay. Roll me in acrobatics to not fall hard as you fall free. You seem to just slip out of the tree, and as you do, the rope catches, and as it does, you for a few seconds as you feel the pain of the sudden jolt to a stop. Luckily, it wasn't a solid impact on the ground, and you were able to hold on to the rope enough to negate most of the hanging damage that could have possibly come. Very low damage compared to hitting the ground, though.
Well,
least you
guess
were
I'm
tethered.
climbing next turn.
Okay. Grimnir, you're up.
I'll move. Did I not move? Oh no, I guess I didn't. Guess I'll dash here.
Okay.
And as a bonus action, I'll use my second wind.
Do you want to actually get around behind it? You got
Yeah, that's 15
Dwar-
feet. It's 50 feet. That's how far I can go.
Oh yeah, that's right. Doors have 25 feet of movement. Feel that?
Galataea could just move on her turn to flank.
Yeah.
That's it.
Aye. Right. This boar here, seeing the sudden intruders of the herd's basic homestead, he's going to start moving towards you guys. It's slow. It's terribly slow, but he's going to move twice with aggression and gets up to there. You hear the sound of something being stepped on and a whine of the boar that you know that's in the fog as it seems to like scream in pain and then comes bolting out the side of the actual thing this way. Comes out of the cloud.
Oh, so we can't see it. We have no idea.
Unless it runs into the rocks and we hear that.
No, sorry, you can see it. I'm trying to click the damn thing. There we go. Wait 1 second. Where's 30 feet of movement? There it is. Just bull rushed out of the damn fog. You can see a large hoofprint in its side. Calatea.
Alright. So flanking this thing would just mean I need to go up one here and just attack it from here, right?
Yep.
Cool. Let's do that.
That gives you advantage.
Alright.
I just want to point out the tap isn't active. I literally just threw it. I didn't take an action so I can turn it on.
Yeah. It's just lying on the ground.
You can step on it. It's close. It's totally fine.
And since we're flanking it now, I don't need to use my reckless attack, so keep it from having advantage on me.
Your reckless attack would give you a +1 again on top of your flanking, remember?
Yeah, but I don't want to do that because I don't want it to have advantage on me this time.
Gotcha.
So let's just do that. Oh, goddamn.
Okay, he should have, because
Yeah.
it just as
Oh,
your
well.
blow just skims off its hide.
That's fine. I can still tank it.
Is there anything else you want to do?
That's what I got for now.
Dimitri's up. If he crits again, I'm going to scream.
I want him to crit so bad. One time I was playing a Star Wars D20 and one of the NPCs crit 4 times in a row. At that point, he became a proper NPC called like a proper recurring character.
Yeah.
He was too good for the Force.
Is it just me and Grimnir that have advantage on this, or?
Yes, unfortunately,
Okay.
ranged characters don't get advantage shooting into a melee.
That's fair. Okay. I'll make sure that.
If he was attacking from a hidden state, then yes. Oof.
Damn, it would have been awesome though.
He missed, unfortunately. That would have been enough to do a max hit, causing it to react.
That's good. I'm fine with
Oh,
that.
you haven't moved, Esther. Sorry. There you go. Oh no, that's right, you fell. So you're hanging there.
Yeah, I failed him.
No, you're still hanging there. You barely moved.
Yeah, no, it's cool. Yeah, no, it's cool.
Right. The boar's going to turn and attack you again, Galatea.
Not with advantage this time.
It's going to hit you hard.
Goddamn.
It hits for 4 damage.
Oh shit!
So hard.
Yeah, well, it would have been an 8 if you weren't raging. You gotta remember that.
Yup.
Right, so
That's
now
what I'm
it's
here
this
for. I'm tanking noble
boar's
lady.
turn. This boar turns around and looks about the place. You can see it very much wounded, but it looks around and realizes, oh, there's something out here, so I better move towards it. And it moves to there to get closer. Lynn.
Sorry, let me just check a thing real quick. I'm holding my action.
Mm-hmm.
I am waiting for this boar here to get to about here. So just a
Okay.
little bit closer, really.
As soon as it gets closer to Grimnir, huh?
But not so close that it is within 10 feet of him.
Okay. Rightio then. Esther.
Okay. What kind of action is it to get out of this harness I made?
It'd probably just take a dexterity check to release yourself from it to drop the 5 feet down to the ground.
So acrobatics or dexterity?
Acrobatics. Yeah, you easily undo it. Sure not, you know how to undo it.
Cool. So I'm on the
As you
ground.
release yourself,
I'm
you drop to the ground.
Yep. I'm gonna shoot a bow.
Sure. At who?
The board that we're ganging up on.
Sure. Okay, you hit for 8 damage. Does not look
Plus
happy at all.
Don't forget your sneak.
I don't get it because
Yeah, we're standing right next to it.
Yeah, we're literally right next to it. That works.
Yeah, that counts.
Oh, okay. I had no idea. I'm sorry. I thought I had to be
Yep.
flanking it.
Nope, sneak attack works when one of your allies is within 5 feet of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if you have advantage and
Awesome.
sneak attack, then you get a +1 to your attack roll. Advantage attack roll. So
Okay,
another 3
sweet.
damage.
Yeah. I'm going to move to there.
Yep.
All right, I'm
And then
peacing
I-
out, guys.
No, I
Later.
Shaggy, have a good one.
No.
Night. Did I have to use like a bonus action for the acrobatics check, or do I still have a bonus?
You still have a bonus.
I'm gonna make a check to hide.
Sure. Okay.
Cool.
Grimnir.
I'm gonna go get coffee.
Yeah, I'll attack with my maul. Looks like I crit him.
Ooh. You bring your maul in. And you bring it down hard.
Mm,
Okay. Roll me a percentile.
I think that's wrong. It should only be 1d6, right? You only get one. Oh, is it? Oh, no. That's right. Yeah.
Maul is 2d6, yeah.
I'm running on 1d100 anyway.
86. You bring your maul down and it smashes heavily onto the creature's head, and it just stays down as it goes prone and is stunned heavily.
Bonk. I'm gonna move.
You deal double damage. That is 22 points of damage.
Cool. I'm gonna move here. This is still flanking, right? I mean, none of it matters. I just want to be.
Oh, it doesn't matter at all, because you'll bring your maul up,
Mm-hmm.
You just murdered it.
and
Oh, it
it
does.
is crushed underneath your maul. It literally was crushed down to the ground.
Damn. Okay, I'm gonna move.
I believe the expression is "damn, Daniel."
Galtea just gives him a look like, yeah.
Yeah.
Mole buddies.
Yeah, I raise my maul and I charge towards this one.
No worries.
Actually, how much feet is that? So I can move here. If you can move, okay, who's it? Yeah, okay. So you can move there, and that's flanking.
Okay.
My
This
bonus action, I'll do my defensive stance thing.
you do your defensive stance.
My tunnel.
No
flank.
worries. Right. So this ball here is going to charge through you with a bull rush. Roll me a dexterity saving throw. You are hit heavily again by another bull rush. Deals 9, 10 damage as you are thrown 10 feet to the side. The sudden burst of speed that it gives.
And as well, it's just unhittable, right?
Yeah, it's unhittable. If it started next to you, then yes. If it was entering the first space next to you, then yes. But because it moved already 5 feet before it entered your space, it doesn't count. Actually, no. Your defensive stance says when it enters. So go ahead, make your attack. Make an attack attempt. They're too fast to hit it on its way out. Going in, different
Right.
story.
Yeah, well, if it's whenever it moves within 5 feet, which I don't know if that's different or not, but sure, I'll roll.
You have disadvantage because of this thing moving so fast and hitting you at the same time.
I fail.
Ooh, roll me a percentile. 37. You are flown backwards, and the dirt and dust that it flew up around its hooves gets into your eyes. You're blinded for a round. You're lucky it didn't actually hit. It would have turned and charged you again. Lynn, did you want to try and make an attempt to do anything whilst it was that close as it's finishing its charge?
Yeah, I can hit it from here.
What are you doing?
I'm gonna cast a spell.
Oh, no!
What?
Yep, thought as much. I knew that fucking was coming. I even looked up an image for it. Terrible image. Need to get a
Grease
better one.
that pig good.
Okay, so it now makes a dexterity saving throw as it just runs directly into the grease. What's the dex DC?
13.
Oh, are we gonna burn in the
13.
forest?
No. No.
I feel like we're fixing to burn in the forest, guys.
Grease
Okay,
appears,
important
each creature
question. Does grease burn?
Oh yes.
it has disadvantage because it is... Okay, so it rolled a 13, so it saves.
It looks like it doesn't say so in the spell, but historically, since like first edition, you can light grease on fire. It's oil.
Yeah, it's oil.
Let's not light the forest on fire while we're in the middle of it. And have terrible survival. I'm surprised we got this far.
Okay. Unfortunately, it doesn't slip and slide directly at Galatea's feet. It just ends just in time as the grease appears and just saves. Unless, is that the maximum distance that you can cast it? Really? That sucks.
60 feet, yeah.
Grease centered on the point of which you fired at. Unfortunately, that is so shameful. Did you want it that side or the... Which side did you want it on?
That's good there.
Because technically it's there. Right. Okay. You all hear the noise of something moving through the fog. Very large, very heavy. Seems to be moving towards the sound coming out from outside. Galatea.
Alright. So let's go. Is it still out of the range of the grease if I go over here?
You'd have to move through it.
I mean, just like going around on the outside of it to that point.
So is it here?
Or
Yeah, I
down past, or down here. Because this thing is dead and in the ground, so.
Yeah, 1 second, let me just see how you... Okay. 10, 15, 20... Yeah, you can easily get there.
Yeah. As long as I'm not in the grease.
You're just on the edge of it. It's kind of grotting up your dress at the bottom there.
Okay. So.
Does being on difficult terrain give you disadvantage of
On
any
what?
kind? I guess.
No, just increase it. Well, normally it just
Okay.
doubles your movement, etc., or halves it. You know, it costs twice as much.
Well, I'm asking because like I tried to look it up and I didn't see anything on it. But again, like in older editions, you would be at least flat-footed.
That's not a thing in this game. At least
No, I know, but generally, whenever you're flat-footed, they just give you advantage. But yeah, it's good. Don't worry about it. I was just asking.
No, I'm willing to give disadvantage to anything that's in difficult terrain. So it would have disadvantage attacking out of grease. So yeah, anyway, make your attack roll. Wait, 10-foot square. How big is a 10-foot square?
10 feet.
No, I know
I feel
that,
like
but I
this
mean
is a trick
on
question.
grid. On grid.
it's two squares.
Yeah.
Yeah, but when it says centered on,
Yeah, well, this is correct.
Yeah.
that's radial. Yeah.
But realistically, it'll only really like affect you if you're like half or more of your squares like in there.
Yeah.
I mean, it just says a point. It doesn't say the point needs to be in the middle of the square.
Yeah.
No, it says grease covers the ground in a 10-foot square centered on the point within range.
Yeah, but why can't that point be at the vertice of four squares?
True.
I mean, I'm not saying that this isn't a valid instance. I'm just saying that, like,
Yeah, I'm happy to put it there. Anyway. You hit, and luckily it's for the lowest damage on one of the dice, because otherwise it would... Fuck! Anyway, so you do 12 damage to the poor beast as you bring him all down. Is there anything else you want to do?
I think that's all I can do at the moment.
Okay, it's Dimitri's turn. Crit.
Yeah. I wish. Hmm. Yeah, I feel like I might want to save his. Well, I don't want to light the forest on fire. Damn it. Why does he have to have just a fire spell? Let's just go with the crossbow again. Holy shit, Dimitri! Shit!
Okay, make it roll a D100. Dimitri once again crits.
he's got his fucking sniper vision.
Hell of a butler.
So we learned that Dimitri's favorite hobby is like clay shooting, I guess.
Fuck me.
Oh shit.
The boar is impaled by the bolt, stunning the creature, which counters its fucking legendary reaction because it's stunned. And it goes down, taking, wait for it, 27 damage.
One hell of a butler. Okay, so now we know we need to stun these fuckers.
Okay, hold on a second. Let's see if it survives. Being impaled.
Can it save against like 20 something damage?
It's still got its bestial tenacity. Just needs to roll over a 10, which it does.
Oh my fucking god.
It stays up, reeling from the blow.
Is bleeding damage a thing in this game?
Yeah, bleeding damage is a thing. 1 second.
Cool. I'm not saying that it has it. I was just thinking about it.
It then bleeds to death.
Yay! Fuck you.
You watch as it just blinks for a few seconds, and then fountain of blood coming out of the
Wow.
side where the bolt came from.
Wow, he did it again.
Oh. I just see like the red in Galate's eyes go like darker as she gets blood on her outfit.
Oh no, it's coming from the side of it. It's the side of its head. It's like
Well, she is on a
from where
side
the
of
bolt
it.
went in. Oh no, oh yeah, true. I turned towards to face you, regardless. This poor creature. Headshot.
I go for
You
like
can just
2
see-
minutes.
You can just see that as it happening, like Dimitri is like, I'm awesome, then suddenly, oh shit, she's covered in blood.
I'll take care of that, milady.
Today we definitely learned that Galatea is Green Hornet and Dimitri is Kato.
Well, it is a butler's job to make their master safe and always do awesome. I mean, there is another webcomic manga that I read, not just Black Butler, but there's another one where there's a butler who basically is a sniper and does all these things because their master's a young girl who likes to do weird ass perverted shit. So he prevents her from doing it by doing all these
Is that
weird
Hayate
crap.
the Combat Butler?
No, there's that too, but there's another one. I'm trying to remember what it's called. It was a really weird one. It was just a joke comedy one. Like there's one where I think there was one weird one where she was going to be really naughty and masturbate in class, but the butler interrupts by shooting her in the head with a BB from the next building over with a sniper rifle.
Wow.
Like or shoots a hand or something like that every time she tries to put it underneath the desk or something stupid because it's a rich school and she's got to be proper and prim, but she's one of those characters that wants to be very naughty because she's tired of being proper and prim.
That's why I prefer Kakigurui.
There's so many different ones, but it's just hilarious the idea that the butlers are trying to prevent all these things. And it's like, yeah, that's exactly a butler for you. Seriously, if it wasn't stunned, it would have charged. One last thing, but no. That thing's fucking dead.
Next! Just like turns her head very slowly, covered in blood, towards the other one.
At which point, it will charge at you. Thinking that you're the one that did the damage. Roll me a dexterity saving throw.
It has to roll dexterity saving throw as well.
Yeah, I know. I'm rolling it
Oh,
now.
okay.
Boom.
You save, and so does it. As it runs through it and then leaves it, and saves on the leave. You dodge out of the way just as the ball passes through you, through where you just were. Lynn, your turn. I swear these things have been rolling nothing lower than a 10. Anytime it rolls lower than a 10 is if I put it underneath a 10, or it's the initiative roll. Oh, dear God.
So if you're trying to talk Robin, you're not. So if Robin was trying to talk, she isn't.
You there, Lynn?
Sorry, what?
It's your turn. Are you okay? Are you distracted?
Did the boar make the roll dex save?
Yeah, unfortunately it did. It doesn't roll anything underneath 10s unless I force the dice to be a 10.
That's where it's at right now.
I know, right? That's the worst thing about being a utility wizard at low level. Everything just never seems to work. That's why people never play them. Just frustrating me because when it does work, it's fantastic.
To be fair, going up against like level 1 and 2 monstrous manual things, I'm awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually
meanwhile-
think that's a problem with 5e in general. I find that non-damaging options tend to be severely worse than they are in other editions. They got really
Yeah.
scared of save or die or save or suck, and I feel like they swung the pendulum a little bit too hard.
Yeah.
That's me,
So
though.
for now,
Sorry,
I'm
Robin, I
going
cut you off.
No, it's fine. I'm going to continue containing whatever's in the cave.
Okay.
At least I hope I'm containing it.
Okay.
Because sooner or later it's going to come out and it's going to be pissed.
Okay. Esther.
Hey. Does this thing know where I am?
I don't know.
I did a stealth against it behind full
I
cover
know.
because I was behind the tree.
I know.
Oh, okay.
You're behind a tree.
all right,
It's behind a
y'all,
tree. You don't know. You gonna take a peek shot?
I'm going to use a bonus action to disengage, run up to here, give it a good old little stabby stab.
Yep. Okay, so as you move in, you stab at the creature and deal 7 points of damage, and then pull back, do you? And then you, yep,
To
as much. Awesome.
Yep.
Easily retreat out of its range after stabbing it in the face with a short sword.
Yep.
Grimnir. You back?
Yeah, man. Gonna struggle blindly, I guess.
Yes, being blinded.
I'll navigate through this tree. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's all I can go. And I'll ready in action to hit something if it comes close enough.
Yep, sure.
Can I give a quick suggestion?
No,
Throw the trap at it.
I can't. Well, I mean, maybe I could. But it'd be
He's
quite
rubbing his
difficult.
eyes at the moment.
Yeah, I'm blinded.
Oh, okay, sorry, I totally missed that. I wasn't there. for
Yeah.
that. My bad.
Yeah, he got critically hit by the boar as it passed him. Or no,
Well,
he
actually, I
fumbled
critically
his
failed. Right.
attack roll and got hit by a blinding dust. Galatea.
Alright. She's just pissed off and like running over here and getting in the way of this fucker and hitting it.
21 hits for 10
Okay.
damage.
That wasn't a reckless attack, I just forgot to turn off the advantage, but that's still 21.
Yeah. You smash it heavily as it takes a heavy blow. It looks fucking pissed.
Yeah, it's looking at someone who's also fucking pissed.
Yeah, I know. Right.
Galatea, can I ask you a quick favor?
Hmm.
Do you mind moving back one square?
And I can, I think that's still my movement.
Yeah, right there. Or sorry, one more to the right.
I think over there.
Sweet.
No, for flanking.
Yeah, because I'll run in and stab it and I'll get flanking.
Yeah.
Aha.
Okay. Hearing the noise and pain, you hear a strange lumbering sound as you hear a big set of poos grind in the dirt, and then you hear a lumbering sound. It doesn't have direction, but it charges out of the fog. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. So it's directly that way. Got to bring it to the right layer. Thump, as it charges out of the fog. It skids to a halt as it seems to look around the place and adjust itself. You watch as it reels around and charge again. Directly at you, Galatea. Could you make me a dexterity saving throw?
And through the other ball, apparently.
Yep, and through the other ball. I need to pick it up. You watch as the ball that you were about
18.
to face. Okay. You watch as the ball that you were about to face is suddenly flung backwards 20 feet into the air, hitting the ground heavily. So that's 10. And you watch as it tumbles and then clampers to the ground with a sudden heavy blast of 18 damage. It's 43. And it's going to make a Constitution saving throw. And it just saves as it lies there. You see it still breathing just as it's lying prone. You look at this beast as it turns and huffs towards you.
Yeah, she's just staring this fucker down.
Legendary main action 1, double bull rush. It bull rushes twice at 40 feet. You saved just.
18's just level 2. Nice.
Sorry, let me rephrase that. If she didn't have the +2 dexterity, she saved just. If she was on flat dice, she would have just saved. As this thing bursts straight for you. You can shift. That means you can move 5 feet in any direction that you wish to move.
Oh. So...
This does not invoke... This is a non-evoking opportunity.
You still want to get flanking on this thing, don't you? So should I move over one? Should I... I feel like I want to keep this thing's attention.
I have a thing I want to say, but like, I guess what kind of action is talking?
Free.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, that's awesome here.
This is the best spot for you, and this is the best spot for Grimnir, because if it charges into a tree.
That's fair. Okay.
Every single time it would charge into a tree.
That's the best I can do, though. Sliding.
I think you usually need... No, I guess not. This is...
Shifting is actually what you do.
Or shifting, sorry.
Sliding is when you are forced, and shifting is when you choose to move. It also allows you to escape directions as well, for example.
So also, if it charges me, I kind of don't want to be there, because, at least the way I am now, I'm going to wait for that, because the way she is now, if it charged her that direction, it could run into Lynn and Dimitri.
Fair. Yeah, you can just move on your turn.
I would hit the tree before anything else, though.
No.
I mean, moving within its reach never provokes an OA, because that's the way it works now. So you could just go.
Yeah, but I think it gets an action before I get a chance to move my normal movement.
No, it acts after you.
That's fair.
Oh. Okay, then I can do that. So, yeah. Well,
Dimitri's up.
okay. So how about? I think it's time for Dimitri to hit it with a bane.
A Bane.
I think you can get that.
Nice.
You might have to get a little bit closer.
What does Bane do again?
It gives a negative to attack rolls and stuff for the
Ooh,
duration.
nice.
So
D4.
yes, you can go over here, do bane.
Also, there 3 creatures. This is 3 things.
Up to 3
Yeah.
creatures that you see
So
within
it's
range
got,
must
like,
make
the
a
two.
Christmas saving throw. Okay. Wow. Okay. This thing has really low charisma.
No, it's of choice, so.
Yeah.
Yeah. They can do that and they can move back.
Oh yeah, that thing failed.
Yeah, fuck it. You can get back. He has enough movement to get back there again.
It's the one where you choose like a stat of theirs and they suck at that stat too.
Hex.
Hex, that's it.
Yeah. He also has that.
Hex is, yeah, Hex is pretty good.
Okay, so the boar that is on its last legs clambers to its feet and then moves towards Grimnir.
Cool,
And
my
makes-
reaction goes off, presumably. Actually, I think I need to. Yeah, reaction goes off, right?
Yeah, you said
Uh,
if something gets in your way.
Mm-hmm.
let me have another look at that skill. Do you have it on your character sheet?
What's that? What? Having this is just my my ready action going off.
Yeah, I know. The fighter style.
No, this is a ready action.
Oh, ready to action. Oh,
Yeah, he moves and ready to action.
Yeah, so I specified whenever something came like close to within range, I would hit it
oh yeah, sure. Go for it.
with disadvantage, but still.
Your blow glances off it as it swings its head through and attacks you. Wow, this thing really sucks at rolling dice. It hits you for it hits an attack roll of 8. I don't think it hits you.
No. Fortunately.
Lynn, you're up.
And now I find out if creative use of spells counts for anything.
What are you gonna do?
I believe in you.
Boosh. I am going to cast an orb of fog surrounding the head of the giant boar. Touch shouldn't dispel it as an illusion because fog doesn't care if you touch it.
It's true.
I can't create light, but I can obscure its field of view.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think that'd work, personally. Because, I mean, the reasoning that it says that physical interaction reveals it to be an illusion is because things pass through it, but you'd pass through, like, fog anyway.
It does say it can't create sound, light, smell, or any other sensory effect, such
I'm
as
not getting a
obscuring.
sense.
Yeah, but then
Obstructions.
but then under that logic, what's the point of the spell in the first place? Because apparently
doesn't
it can't make a
include
visual
hearing.
image.
Yeah, because the visual image would always obscure something anyway. You know, the thing that's behind it or in front of it, etc. Yeah.
I mean, it's not able to confuse anyone as to its reality if you can see through it all the time.
Mm.
I think its other sensory effect, if it has like I don't know, like TK or TP or something, would it set it off or something?
Although it can just move, you know, like 5 feet down, and it would be out of it presumably.
Yeah, it's not like it's good enough to follow it or stick to something.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you want it to be effectful, you would need to actually use your next turn to continue using this action like you couldn't do anything else. But as soon as, like for example, you'd have to constantly use it.
I'm cool with that. It's the most useful thing I can possibly be doing right now.
Hmm. Okay. No. Yeah. Sure. I'll give disadvantage on attack rolls for it.
Good,
Esther,
because I really think my friends might need that to survive.
you're up.
That and minus 1d4.
Okay. Um,
Okay, yeah, good. Thank you.
I'm bad on this guy.
I can probably tank this until you get back to it.
Yeah, you hit. Do you want to use your sneak attack for this round?
I mean, yeah, I'm not gonna make another attack, so yeah, I'm gonna do that. Actually, you know what? It was already on its last legs, and I don't want to risk rolling maximum dice, so screw it.
What do you mean? Would it be maximum damage?
It's currently alive because of Will alone. So like, I did damage to it. It needs to make a save. It either does or it does.
Well, the more damage you do, it increases the DC.
Oh, does
Yeah.
it? Oh, okay, my bad.
That's not true. This thing died, or this thing didn't die after Dimitri crit it.
Yeah, for like 30 something damage.
Okay.
Regardless, I'm that sounds reasonable because I don't know either way.
Yeah, I'm still actually debating if I should just leave it at that DC or I should change that. But no, I feel like it needs to beat a certain amount, and for every fail that succeed, it makes the difficulty harder. I'm still working on that bit. But yeah, no, I'm gonna let it die for the here.
Cool. I guess I have total concealment, so I'm gonna make a hide check.
Sure,
I mean, because of what Lynn's doing.
sure.
I guess it's relative. Not very well though.
Nah, I didn't do a great job, but yeah.
Fucking hell.
Grimnir.
Cool. I can finally do things. So I'll move here. And let's smack it. 12 hit? I don't know if I get it. Yeah, that's it, isn't it? No.
Oh, that blow
Flank, right?
unfortunately misses it.
Then I'll action surge and hit it again. 19 for 10.
19 will hit as you spring your maul down onto the beast's back. Okay, let me just think about something. Okay. Okay. Fudge me.
I'm gonna be back again real quick.
No worries. I gotta remind myself how to make its stats. Okay, so let's see. Let's see. Ouch. Okay.
Is it still flanking if I'm here? Or is it just
Yep.
there? Okay,
No, it's
cool.
still flanking there.
Sweet.
The controlling
Oops.
factor is whether a line drawn between the two characters passes through the creature, isn't it?
Yep. You're not supposed to see that.
Yeah, it's actually easier to flank bigger creatures.
Alright, so if this thing rushes at me, it's getting a face full of tree.
I greatly appreciate you having done that.
Okay.
What about a 17?
Okay. Okay, so you're going to hit with. Is this with what's me call it? Is it?
Hmm?
Is this with your heavy range?
Yeah.
Okay, you bring your maul down, smashing the creature in the face with that much damage. Okay, so it's going to use a legendary action, and it's going to gore at you in response to you hitting it. It's going to gore. So it has disadvantage.
And take off 1d4.
I know, I am. 2d6. Its attack roll. It's going to miss regardless. Okay, so it gores with a legendary action, misses you horribly. It's then going to take its action. It's its turn. And it's going to gore at you again. And then minus 1d4. Does a 16 hit?
Barely, yeah.
Okay. You take 6 points of damage as it gores you heavily. So close. Okay. It is now Dimitri's turn.
Okay, so I think that means that it is time for
Don't forget, Bane is a concentration.
Yep.
Magic Missile.
Wait, but why does it only roll the 1? Oh, so 2 more, so it gets...
You click on repeat.
Oh, right. And... So 3, 4,
Okay.
2.
3, 4, that's 9 points of damage to the beast.
Force damage. And then we find out it's wearing a. What's that necklace called?
A brooch shielding.
It's wearing a brooch of shielding.
No, I'm not that evil.
It's got a
Or
like,
to have
tied around the hoof.
See, the worst thing is that these guys are always 100% on the fly. If you kill it with the stats that I give you, I have to rework it to work out it to be a little bit more difficult. Like the guys defeated their first Magi Beast with great ease because I hadn't based the stats off properly. Like its abilities were very much weaker than what it really should be. But yeah, this is like a first time encounter. They always are a little bit more easier than what they really are in the wild. Okay. No worries. He hits it with a
Do you
magic
think
missile.
that these encounters are underpowered?
Yeah, if I think that the beast is too easy to kill with its current stats or something like that,
It mostly depends on how many you do a day. So if you
Yeah.
do, if you do so many encounters a day, But the less you do, the harder you can do. But the more you do, the less you can take, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, and generally you're considered to do like 3 or 4 in a day.
No, more than that.
Oh, really? My bad.
Yeah, like 8
What now?
medium to hard encounters a day.
I would
DMG.
be pretty limited in 8 encounters. It's like
Well, it depends.
not 8 encounters is hard.
Medium to hard encounters. No, not this hard. This is like, yeah, this is very, but like medium to hard, you can do like 8 a day.
Let's see.
Oh, I'll find the page where it says that.
Maybe when I
I
have
know
more
what it
slots
needs.
in
I
game.
know exactly what it needs.
Event training day is
It needs to die. That's what it needs.
yeah.
I concur.
It needs to sleep forever.
So death.
Okay, give me a second. Let's
Save
see.
the sleep
We're
until we
gonna
get it down
send
a
it to a
lot.
big farm upstate.
Get the health down, way down, and then you can put it to sleep.
Okay. Okay. No, wait.
Yes, 6 to 8 medium or hard encounters a day.
Yep. Let's see. My brain's farting. Let's see. Okay. So, 1 second, please.
Yeah, you typed the hell out of that.
Also, by the way, you can make cold shots on these Magi beasts. There's
What?
since they're
What does
such
that
a big
mean?
creature. Cold shots. Something that I need to make mention towards these things. Certain monsters have certain weaknesses in certain locations about their body, and depending on where you take a blow at, it has different things. Roll me a perception, everyone.
Okay, sure.
From its few moments of its taking damage. Okay. And
Sorry, that's still a 20, but
stop being on advantage.
that's still a 20 though.
I know.
I
Right,
rolled in
so
the roll channel. I rolled an unnatural one.
I've been up face to face with this thing. I better know something.
wow.
No, you didn't
I
roll a
thought
natural.
I might do better if I
No,
rolled
no.
a natural.
It wasn't natural. That's still pretty
No,
high.
you rolled a 2, and it's -1.
That's what I
Yeah,
said, and a
and,
natural
it's-
one. It's
Right,
not a
Exactly.
natural
so
one, it's an
Oh,
unnatural
you said
one.
unnatural. I didn't hear you. Sorry.
Grimnir and Esther and Galatea. A few things that you have noticed as you've watched the two heavy maul weapon wielders strike the beast heavily with their weapons. You've seen that it seems to just bounce off its blubbery hide. And the force damage of the magic missile seems to also just bounce heavily against its hide.
God damn, it's my favorite weapon.
What you're
Galatea.
saying is we need to set it on fire.
Let me finish. Galatea, a few things that you noticed from your thing. The rear of the creature seems to be very much strong to defense. Like hitting it from behind isn't wise. It's easier because it has to take a moment to turn around and it will present itself. But if you strike it at its face, it's not very much the there's no blubber there. It's a solid thing, so it might take a lot more damage from the front. So I really need to actually increase your damage that you've dealt back up.
Can I request something to mark its facing?
Fire does solve everything. Give me a second.
Even if we just say like the bottom of the NPC is its front, just if we turn it the right way, that's cool.
I figure Daltea and it have been staring down at each other, or like they were facing off at each other, so it's probably facing towards her.
Yeah, basically. That the bottom of the thing is basically its front. That's how I've always done it. So yeah.
Wait, so it seems to like, it's okay against the bludgeoning, but its face it still takes more, or
Its face is where the bludgeoning doesn't bounce off its hide.
aha! Everyone smash it in the face. Its stupid, ugly face.
That's right. I should actually add back up the damage it took off there. So that's no. There we go. So let's see. 5, 20, 29. Yeah, that's right. Awesome. Dimitri's turn. He just fired a thing, so it's Lynn's turn.
Yep.
I'm going to continue maintaining.
Maintaining, you shift and adjust it. Right.
Yes.
Esther.
Okay. How do called shots work?
Called shots. So if you want to try and strike at its face from its side, it requires you to attack with a point of disadvantage because you are trying to aim for something that is not just a slash at its side.
You can also get through my space, right, and be next to her and go back.
Yeah, but if you are attacking directly from its front, you are attacking through its tusks, and yeah.
So you wouldn't need to do a cold shot if you're at the front.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. That's all I can call shot though?
That's a called shot if you're going to attack its face from there.
Do you want to call shot anywhere else?
You can come
no,
up by me
but-
and you don't have to.
Plus, also, there is a fact that I just said bludgeoning. You haven't used slashing or piercing yet. So you wouldn't have a clue.
Yeah. I'm going to
Yes.
move.
Okay. 1 second. Adding in something else. Grimnir, what you were able to work out from your perception is that attacking it from behind, it fucking would not have an idea where you are.
Okay, so you mean I have advantage for that?
Yes, advantage from attacking from behind regardless. Attacking from its blind spot.
Cool.
So try stabbing it back there.
I'm going to move to there. I'm going to use a bonus action to dash and then move to there.
So are we? What's the word?
Surrounding?
Yeah, are we surrounding it now?
You are
overwhelming
yes.
it?
So basically,
Or two.
Grimnir would have twice advantage.
Oh, okay, right.
You hit with your sword and deal 3 damage.
I'm going to check to see if I crit. Because I've got to do advantage, because I'm definitely
Oh, yep. Go for it.
Hmm.
You get a +1, but it doesn't matter. You already hit. You don't crit.
Okay, it wasn't better. Yeah.
You deal points of damage. You can sneak attack. 2 points.
I should really make a macro for like short sword sneak attack.
Just make another
Okay.
weapon attack
And
on your
then,
sheet. They call it sneak attack. and just to have it say as damage. That's how the other guy's doing on the other sheet. I don't know how it will work on this sheet.
Oh, yeah, good call.
I tend to
Okay,
just
cool.
make, like, I have separate
Um,
attacks for my maul and my maul with rage. So just adding regular and then regular
Same
with
with
sneak
my
attack.
daggers.
Sorry?
I said the same with my daggers, although apparently they are the same roll anyway.
Yeah. But it's a good way of telling your DM and everything like that in different ways.
and I'm going to move there.
Okay.
Because bonus action to dash, and it's blind, so I don't think it can hit me.
1 second.
-4. Or minus D4.
It's not attacking. It's doing a check first.
It's still a check. I'm pretty sure against checks too, right?
His Bane is against checks.
I thought so.
Yeah, Bane's pretty chunky.
Yeah.
Bane,
Oh, yeah.
Bane is
No,
literally
it makes an attack
inverse
roll or
of
saving
black.
throw. It's only attack rolls and saving throws.
Oh,
It's the
okay.
opposite of a blow. Okay, so let's see. What did I give it for its wisdom? +2, so +4. Could you roll me a stealth check, please, before you move? No,
Hmm.
I mean, from where you were, you probably could just used your bonus thing to disengage.
But then I wouldn't have enough movement to move behind the tree.
You had enough movement to get
Which is
behind
why I
me.
disengage says to use your movement as a bonus. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's the thing I always get confused with disengage. Do you move at your movement, or do you get to use the rest of your movement?
What do you mean?
You get to use the rest of your movement, because otherwise you have to move.
Yeah, it doesn't add.
Yeah. It doesn't add to movement, so you can't move all the way to behind the tree because you've already moved in.
You can still move behind Galatea.
No, I didn't disengage at that.
Yeah, disengage doesn't give you extra movement. It just
No, but I
says
think
that
he's
you
saying
get
you
to
just-
move.
No,
back.
I know. I'm saying.
Oh,
I'm
you used
saying
dash.
I did
Apologies.
not
You dashed. You
disengage, I
dashed.
used
Apologies.
dash.
Yeah.
I thought
Roll
that
me a
was still
stealth check.
included.
It swings its tusks in your general direction as you start to move away from it. It heard you, it seems.
I would be always there, but I won't.
It misses regardless.
Yay!
You're lucky. Got him near.
Generally, you don't. I'll pull out my pike.
Actually, before that, it uses a legendary action. It's going to charge in straight forward.
Right, me in the tree.
That's not a very long charge.
Tree.
It just charges. Yep. Hits the
It
tree.
provokes me.
Galatea. Yep. Provokes you. You hit for 8 damage. You have advantage +1 because you were attacking from behind, but it doesn't matter. You hit for that, so yep. Galatea, please make a dexterity saving throw. Okay. You fail. Did I say it's difficulty class for this move? You failed, so you get thrown back 20 feet. You take, from this sudden burst of speed that it has, you take... I've just opened up something badly. I hate when I misclick. You take 3 damage from the charge, and then 6 damage from the being propelled backwards, and you are knocked prone.
This is after having or before?
Sorry, after having.
So 3 and 6?
Yep. You were so lucky that wasn't a gore, because if that was a hit on its main attack, that would have been a maximum damage on its main front.
Yeah,
But
she's not
that's
looking
just
too
being
well,
knocked
guys.
backwards.
But please tell me it just smashes its face into the tree.
It smashes its face into the tree, and you hear a tremendous crack ripping through the tree.
I'm gonna put out my pike. Hit it. Do I have advantage, right? Because I'm behind it.
Yep.
And I'm gonna use my defensive stance. So,
Okay. Pull out your
Yeah.
pike, and you have advantage. Wonderful. Wait, you move in? Because if you have a reached weapon, you get disadvantage for being that close.
well, that's something new that you haven't explained before.
No, that's actual just basic things.
No.
Reach. Oh. I could have sworn that it said something like that. My apologies, never mind.
That's all good then.
Could have sworn Reach said that. That's weird.
I don't think it just gives you more.
Yeah, it was one of... I don't remember where I read it then. Maybe it was a special weapon where it said
Yeah,
can't-
there
when
are
you make
things
an
like
attack with 5 feet, when you have reach, you can't make any attacks inside that 5 feet. Within 5 feet, like you have maximum distance, and that's where you get the attacks on. Anything shorter, you can't make an attack without disadvantage. So you hit it for 13 damage. It
Yeah.
cuts through its hide
Nice.
with your pike.
I'm stabbing it.
Yep. As you stab through it. I'm just trying to do math. My brain is farting. 42, 52. It's no longer blinded, and it turns and charges directly towards you. Because you max damaged it.
Okay, so
Dexterity saving throw.
I'm just saying, it did a spin move with a max damage pike in its ass.
Yeah.
So there should have been like some hamstring tearing there.
Oh, you probably put... No, it's a stab and a pullback. No one leaves damage. Leaves
It's a
a weapon
reaction.
inside their enemy.
Grimnir, you never pull out.
Grimnir, make a dexterity saving throw.
Yeah, so.
You are thrown back.
Is 14 enough to hit it, by the way?
No, it wasn't.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're taking in damage-wise 8 damage from being throttled back, and then another 8 damage from landing prone.
Oh, yeah. I'm unconscious then.
Galatea.
Well, let's stand up.
Oh. Forgot about this. The farmer, I forgot, gave you some items.
That would have been good.
I forgot all about this. I'm sorry, guys.
If one of
It's,
them is a
tick-
healing potion, he probably should have drank that earlier when he was blinded.
No, you don't. You drink healing potions to get from 0 to health, not to get from health to up more health.
So basically, what you have is a tincture. Tinctures are a single shot of drink. They are quite literally a vial of healing potion. Crafting is something that you guys don't go into, so I don't need to go into any further. A flask, basically, though, holds 3 doses of healing potion, whilst a tincture only holds 1. So you've got 1 tincture of healing potion each that he was able to spare. But he's taking it out of your fee, because those aren't cheap.
How much is it coming out of it then?
The price of the healing potion,
How much is that?
50 silver. But considering how badly you guys came back, it looks like he didn't buy any. So he felt a bit of forgiveness to you. Well, it wasn't him, it was more his wife.
Yep. I can't get over there to give it to you right now.
Yeah, just out.
Also, she had to stand up, so half movement.
Yeah, that's
that
fine.
too.
Do your thing. whatever that is.
Yeah. I got the most I got is like a javelin. I don't know if I can reach it with a javelin.
Yeah,
Can
yeah. Probably.
So where are you going to move to?
How much movement you got? 15, and then.
Yeah, 15.
So,
I'd probably stick behind a tree and drink a potion.
I mean, it's doing like.
Yeah, I might need that. But it's all halved for me, but it took me down pretty low.
Well, you'll go out of range if you don't attack it.
It attacked me, though. I took damage, so I'm fine.
Yeah, yeah. But on this turn right now, you have.
Yeah.
Right?
I still have more rages, though. I can go back into it.
Cool.
Um,
I get 2.
I get 3, I think. Yeah.
Level 2, you get 2.
Okay,
3,
I
you
get
get
2.
3.
Okay. But I still have one more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can at least get behind. Guess if I'm gonna tank it, though, if it hits into this tree again, it's gonna knock down to the tree onto us, so we probably don't want to be behind it.
What? No.
Go on another tree then.
Yeah.
I just want to put this out there.
That one.
No, considering the size of this tree, if it actually knocked it down, I'd call foul. This tree is mad. Like, this tree's like 20 feet big. There's no way this thing is that strong.
It did just throw almost all its weight into it.
Yeah, I get it, but what I'm saying is that's in order to be able to punch down a tree like this is like 50 strength at least. Like, it's an insane. Like, wood's pretty strong when it's 30 feet.
Oh yeah,
thick.
I know. I know.
I mean, it's like,
And now it is 30 feet back and can rush into it.
this Carl's could do less.
Uh,
This creature can.
Dude, that's what I'm saying, man.
I know.
Like,
How-
if you took
here's a
car
question,
and
how
put it at
badly
like
does the thing
120
look?
feet.
like, how bad does this giant boar look at this point after us smashing into its face a bunch of times and in the back?
It's pissed.
Pissed, but damage-wise, like, how much is it bleeding?
Oh, sorry, I haven't explained my expressions.
Oh.
Pissed is at half health.
Oh.
That's
This
also
is
known as blooded.
Bloodied. I don't use bloodied because people immediately know, but if I say it's pissed, people go, what do you mean it's pissed? Pissed means it's bloodied, and fucked means it's close to death.
Good to know.
So if it's fucking pissed, you've kind of got it over half damage and also close to death in one blow.
Because now, guys, we gotta remember how much we've hit this thing for. Because, my god. Guess if I need to tank this a little bit more, I should probably take a potion.
How much HP are you down?
Huh? I'm only down. I
How
have
much
6.
HP are you down?
I have 6 left.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So, what's the
A
hit points on
2d4
this?
plus 2.
Thank you.
I don't think it's gonna help, personally.
Oh,
For
I
a
managed
barbarian,
to
it
tank.
might.
Yeah, I managed to tank this thing for the most part. Like, it only knocked me down that much. Because I've been having everything it gives me.
Oh yeah, I guess you do half of it after all. It did 18 to me.
Okay, 7.
Okay. That's a shame. Max and low. Top and low, bottom for those things.
So average then.
Pretty much. Okay. Its turn. So you move behind the thing.
Yeah, like,
It's
over
going
here,
to-
fucker.
It's going to look around for prey.
I'm fine taunting this fucker.
Okay.
You can just, like, rage yell at it. You son
It
of a
sniffs.
lich!
You watch as it sniffs at the air around it. And roll me both of you a stealth check.
I'm perfectly fine not doing that.
Oh, okay. So you're willing to let it know that you're there, huh?
Yep.
As I recall, she just said she was screaming at it, which is
Yeah.
kind of instead of stealth.
Yep.
Okay.
Talking
so
is a
it's
free
gonna
action.
It's going to charge directly at you. It hits the tree here with a thunderous, heavy blow. You hear another crack as the tree shakes heavily.
As long as it slammed its face into it, which it's not been liking being hit in the face, so.
Then it charges this tree with a crack. And then it charges one last time away. Back to the starting position. Fucking bull drones.
Wait, if it did that between those two, would I get an opportunity attack on it as it went by me?
Do you have a reach attack?
Oh, I just thought it was kind of going past,
No, you can't hit these things whilst they're
I
moving.
thought it was going, yeah, here, like,
No. It should have actually done the actual movement.
because that would have been within.
No, it started in this square.
Oh.
Went to here, then back over to fucking here. Fucking bull drones.
Did it look more damaged when it did that both times? Like, it'd be running
No.
past Yaltea. So it's not hurting itself slamming its face into these?
No. The tusks are taking the brunt of the most damage against the trees.
Oh, so what you're saying is it's at risk of breaking its tusks?
No.
Wow, that's strong.
Yeah. Dimitri's turn. That's
Jesus.
why you're hearing a crack about these trees. You remember how you said that they're fucking big trees and you're hearing a crack regardless?
Yeah, I'm gonna wear those tusks, mate. They're maybe invulnerable.
I was gonna say we gotta make some weapons out of these tusk guys, cause like,
Yeah.
damn.
I'm wearing like a garage. Have you seen Garage? I'll link a picture.
So what's Dimitri doing? Oof. Oof. Oh, shit, me.
Yeah, it is not getting a bull rush off of all that.
3, 3, and 2. So that's 8 damage to the beast. Because it's hitting its ass. In this reaction, it bull rushes once and bull rushes twice.
Bad words.
Oh, I thought that was just if it takes max damage on the full attack, which it wouldn't have.
This thing bull rushes twice as a reaction. You've just been lucky. If it can't reach its target the first bull rush, it'll bull rush the second time. Lynn and Dimitri.
How did it know where it came from? It's just kind of like curving around the trees because it's magic missile.
Yeah, magic
You can
missile.
see me.
Hit from behind, so it just turns around and charges in that direction.
Yeah, but it was facing
doesn't-
towards. It didn't know which
it just
direction
turns
it came
around,
from.
it gets
Yes.
hit from behind, so it just goes straight in the direction that it felt the pain.
So the tree again.
Yeah, so the tree.
He was winding it around like the tree because it's magic missile.
And even if it did know where it was coming from, it actually doesn't because you have advantage on it from behind because you can't see it.
Yeah, it didn't.
That's for melee. That's melee.
Well, it's no attack roll anyway.
So smack then, it cracks in that tree, and you hear a thunderous crack again in that tree. Fine, I'll pay it, that'll just turn around and charge.
I thought this wasn't Dark Souls.
Still is a challenge. I have 3 characters that have not been threatened at all in this combat.
Well, I mean, they're supposed to be back. That's what support is.
They still get the chance to be threatened. Lynn.
Yeah, I've had my chance.
Yeah, no, I'm going to accept that it runs into a tree.
And it can
Grease
be
that
blind
fucker.
again.
Yep, sure.
Fuck you, have more fog.
It's now facing this way.
Oh, I had to
Esther.
go deeper into it.
Cool.
So,
I'm dashing. I'm going to give Galateo my tincture of healing potion.
Yep. 1 second.
so 2 gold is
Go over to this dude
Thank-
and administer his healing tincture.
That would require an action, which you've already used.
I bonus and moved.
Oh yeah, bonus. I keep forgetting you're a rogue. Sorry, apologies. Sure thing.
So that, and then and then I have 10 more feet of movement,
Yep, sure.
and I'm there.
Roll 2d4 plus 2 to administrate the healing potion.
do you want to do it?
1 second, please, guys.
I'll let you roll it, Alex. All these average
Again.
rolls.
The important thing is you're up.
Yes.
Well,
yeah.
guys, there is numbers in between those two. Right, so you heal up 7 health. Grimnir.
Cool. I guess we're still going.
Move in and attack it, huh?
Yeah, what else do you want me to do? Oh, actually, yeah, cool. I can still get within range. And my pike. It's blind, so I have advantage.
Yep.
I guess it'll be 17 if I've got double advantage. I don't know.
Yep.
That's you.
You hit
Cool. For 8.
for 6. Yep, wonderful. You hit it heavily against its ass. Galatea.
Okay. Wait, so you gave me a healing potion too, right?
I did.
Cool. So was I able to use it that? Okay.
Oh, one thing she did. One thing that happened is that Dimitri did not get a healing potion.
Feel free
Got
to.
it.
That's
Oh,
totally
I
understandable. I don't like it, but I figured.
But yeah, Esther literally just hands it off. If you need to take an action to drink it, I don't think I can administer it to both
Yeah.
people. So
Right.
Hold on to it for now, then.
Kill it,
I mean,
please.
do with what you will, but you have it now.
Getting into these trees was actually the best idea you guys could have had.
So can you cool shot it from here? That's what, yeah.
No, you're more at its ass than it is at near its face.
So
It's got like eyes on the side of its head.
there are cold shots you could make
It's-
from there. None of
it's-
them are suitable for polite company.
Right.
Let me just show you how big
armored
this
are its-
monster is.
How armored
again.
are its nuts?
I can see it's 10 feet.
No, I mean in its general actual image, like of the monster beside a human. Link channel.
I'm just saying that is explicitly what Dachshunds are bred for.
What? Gigantic balls.
Basically.
I mean, yeah, killing balls for sure. I mean,
Well,
What's this?
no, attacking balls.
Yeah, if you could find it.
I mean, look at the size of it. I'm pretty sure it wouldn't be that hard.
Animals don't have hanging testicles.
have you seen pigs?
Oh my fucking god, pigs!
Have you ever seen a pig?
Never seen a male pig, no.
They're
Either way.
gigantic testing.
This has a lot of fur, and pigs
Fuck
don't
this
have
thing.
fur. You hit, regardless.
Wait, warthogs have fur though. Whatever, it's fine.
You smash it with your hammer, but it hits against its blubbery hide. As it turns to gore you. It has disadvantage, I'm aware.
And minus 1d4.
minus 1d4, is a 16 going to hit you?
Barely. Yeah.
That is a shame. Let's see. Yeah.
Wait, does the tree giver cover it all?
Hmm?
Does the tree giver cover it all?
No.
Okay.
If anything, bark and a bit of more healthy, younger wood within the actual tree is ripped out as it turns its whole entire front towards you. As you take 7 damage, near max hit.
Okay. And that's after having.
That is after halving.
Back down where I
Dimitri's
was.
turn. What's Dimitri gonna do?
Well, he's holding that bane, so I think he's back to crossbowing.
It's crit bow, I think you mean.
I wish. Fair enough.
You need to give him fucking crossbow master.
Apparently.
For a soul strike, that'd be a bit weird.
And have him move back a bit out of the way.
Okay, so he takes 8 damage.
That was right in the.
Uh,
no.
Dear God, Dimitri, stop it.
No,
It's Lynn's-
Dimitri, yes.
It's Lynn's turn.
He's like, Dimitri, no. I'm like, Dimitri, yes.
Well,
Run, little
yeah, I was gonna come give a potion, but that didn't really work out, did it?
one. You can still do that, but you can. And then I get.
Sorry,
Yeah,
I blame myself for forgetting to give you guys the potions at the start. I apologize. So I'll give it to you
I'm
half
doing
price
a-
to make up for it. You're only losing 25 silver out of it.
Cool.
I'm gonna go ahead and do a runner back to my log. I like my log. It's safe in my log. I can cast blindness from my log. And by blindness, I mean more minor illusions! Fall to my cantrip!
Esther.
Okay.
See, the worst thing is that to counteract that, the moment it changes its facing, it's no longer blinded. You're aware of that, right?
Yeah,
Its
I
eyes
mean,
move. Yeah.
it's a cantrip. I wasn't expecting, unholy
Yeah.
godlike power.
Yeah, I know. I'm just trying to work out how it could be effective. But considering that on a large creature, if it turns its head, it's fucking thing. Like, if it was a goblin, for example, it would probably duck its head out of the fog if necessary, but it'd still have disadvantage because of the directions that it's swinging its weapon.
So yeah, I mean,
I don't
if
think
it
I
ducks
have.
its head out of the fog, it's practically going to be prone, so... I went either way. Ha ha ha
It's
ha.
not going prone. It's just ducking its head. It's
If a
crouching.
goblin ducks its head, it's practically prone. Have you seen how low to the ground those guys are?
I agree.
Anyway, Esther, what are you doing?
I don't think I have advantage.
No, but you
Right.
can make a sneak attack.
Does 10 hit?
10 does not hit.
I did not think so. I moved to there.
Did you not hide?
I'm gonna move back and then make a hide.
Okay.
Lady, what's wrong with you?
Not my best hides.
Grimnir.
Yeah. I'll go.
Give us some
You
blank,
gotta
yo.
Not like that. Go there. No, not like that either. I guess to here.
Stab it in its gigantic
If anything,
ball.
it's facing towards me, it'll charge me.
Well, yeah, I guess it'll be your turn next. So I'll move to here, yeah, and then I'll attack it.
Okay, you get advantage +1 because of
Stabbing
its blind
its
spot.
butt again. Yeah.
23. Yeah, I keep stabbing its ass, and eventually it'll die. So 6 damage, and I'll do my defensive stance again.
No worries. As a reaction, it's going to turn towards you.
Oh my god.
As a legendary action, sorry. It's going to turn towards you and make a gore attack. It's no longer affected by fog. Does a 13 hit?
No,
God damn it, it missed.
that's not a goddamn it. Not even if you.
Okay, Galatea. You're up.
Okay.
It more like it rears up on its back legs and clumps down in front of you. Trying to make a gore attack.
I can still get around it and stab it or slam it in its face.
Sure.
Let's because reckless fire. Fuck it. Fuck you. I
Okay,
can
you
still
bring
go
your
around a
hammer
little bit.
down.
Here. That's the rest of my movement.
You bring your hammer down and you swing and you miss, unfortunately. As a response, on its turn, it's going to turn and attack you.
Fuck. Come on, minus 4.
Oh, okay,
Come on,
fine.
minus
I'll take Grimnir then.
4. No, I'm just saying, come on, minus 4. Come on, minus 4.
Attack Treebeard! He's got it coming!
I'm fine with it attacking me, but...
It swings and it misses.
Shit.
Dimitri. The smaller balls couldn't roll over a 10, under a 10. This guy can't seem to roll over a 10.
I'm fine with that.
I was gonna say, thank goodness for little miracles, huh?
Yeah, I know, right?
Lynn, throw your dagger. So don't forget your dagger.
What's
Getting
Dimitri
blown.
doing? If Dimitri crits again, I'm going to scream. He's critted 4 times this. He does max damage.
That was
Fuck.
true.
That is a fuck.
Why have you done this?
But that's piercing damage to its face, at least. To its fucking face. Right in the eye, come on!
Galatea, please make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh yeah, I attack it since it leaves my rate.
Yep.
My movement. I crit. I crit.
Yes!
Okay.
And I get it.
Galatea, you save.
Do I get
Lynn,
it?
Save.
Wait, do I get a top opportunity attack then, since it came past
No,
me?
because you were in the blow. You have no chance to do it. Lynn, you fail, and you failed by 5, so you get back to 20 feet. Right there.
Yeah, what does that 23
Hey.
do?
Pardon?
The percentile
23.
dice.
Let me get there first. Dimitri needs to make a dexterity saving throw. Lynn, you take 20 damage as you are thrown backwards.
Son of a bitch.
Dimitri takes 17 damage.
Fuck it, and he's down too.
As both the spellcasters are smashed by the thing. The critical hit of 23
So obviously we need Sentinel or whichever one stops movement once you hit it.
Yeah, there's no negative, guys. It's just 0. You go down to 0. With a savage chop, you cut into its hide with your blade, and it ignores its hide's resistances.
I guess
A
it's,
pike. Yeah, never mind. Yeah, but regardless.
yeah.
Basically, if you rolled a 1 or a 2 on your damage dice, it would be ignored. You get to re-roll it. But you rolled a 5. And as it comes to as it finishes its charge, you watch as it falls to the ground and is knocked down. Oh wait, no. You
No.
attacked from its front.
No?
No, you attacked from its rear. Never mind. Ignore that last bit.
Already have one. I thought piercing weapons were okay. Guess not.
No, it's something different. You see it fucked as it turns and charges again towards you. Make a dexterity saving throw. Or you can take it and make an attack.
Yeah, I mean, I'd rather make an attack. Well, it counts as.
I'll let you set your pike.
I'll just get to make one.
That went past me too. Yeah.
Okay. Passing doesn't whilst it's still charging doesn't mean it passed you.
Does this count as Yeah, it has to leave your threat.
You just made another critical attack.
Oh, that counts.
Because I'm right there.
Yeah, sure.
That means flanking.
Sure. Oh, it's the same. Well, it's one above that.
Once again, you drive your pike, this time directly into its forehead. You take the whole damage as you were thrown backwards, taking 10 points of damage as you're thrown backwards 20 feet against a boar, but your pike is not in your hands. It is embedded deep in the forehead of the beast. It is still up.
Of course.
Lynn. Saving throw. Save. Esther, what are you going to do?
Okay. I'm taking a shot.
Take your shot. By the way, you have advantage.
Not throwing away your shot. Not throwing away your shot.
And you have a +1 because you have an ally next to you. Okay.
So
You have advantage because you were hidden. And then because you
Yep.
have sneak attack available, not only because of advantage, but because of Galatea, you get a bonus +1 to make it interesting. So you did 9 damage with a sneak attack, and then 4 more from the thing. No, from his short bow. Sorry.
Yeah.
You drive it into its forehead. As it charges directly for you.
Now can I make an oppie?
Yes, you can. Give me a second.
Wait. I have a very good question.
Yep.
Is this his reaction?
Oh, wait, it's not its reaction. You're right. Apologies.
Yeah, because if it's legendary, it would happen at the end of my turn, in which case I'd be behind a tree. Because there's no way I'm staying out in the open.
Yeah, no, it's already used its reaction against Dimitri's thing. So you rolled 13. What did I say it was?
Piercing at its face.
Is it
Because that is the correct facing. I'm going to move there, and then I'm going to do another high check.
So you fire your short bow, and you You don't even bother to watch the arrow as it flies in, as you dive behind the next tree. Galatea, you watch as an arrow pierces the skull of this creature.
Yeah. And she
And
is
it's
just like... oh,
lumbers forward a few steps,
yeah.
as if attempting to charge at that of Esther's. Where Esther stood, it takes 2 steps, 3 steps.
And now I get an oppie? And dies. Okay.
And dies.
Oh, good. So I don't have to do that. So she immediately drops her maul and rushes to get Dimitri some stabilization.
Yeah, you don't have any
and Lynn
potions.
and me.
No,
Wait,
she
do you,
doesn't have a
you,
potion.
Yeah.
wait, you still have a potion?
Esther gave me that potion.
Lynn has one on her, right?
Yeah.
Okay, well you can get those 2 up at least. I'm
Mhm.
unconscious. Well,
Grimnir's down.
Wait, how many hits have...
I'm gonna go try to medicine Grimnir.
Sure.
Yeah, I figured... you'd be able
2d4
to-
plus 2.
I'd
But,
medicine myself if I was alive. No,
Ooh, make a death save, please, Grimnir.
so
Ooh. Really?
God damn it! What?
Really?
someone smarter do a medicine.
Esther, as you try and cover his wound, you just pull too tight on his thing, and you just hear him groan and spit up and cough up blood so much that it looks like he almost emptied himself.
You should have slapped me in the face like I did you. That's how I got you out.
Okay, here's what I'm gonna do on my turn.
Do you want to call over for Lynn's health potion instead?
Well, Lynn's unconscious
Lynn
too,
is
right?
unconscious.
Instead of, yeah, I know that, but instead of
I'm trying to get
using
them up
Lynn's-
right
Oh
now.
right, I guess that makes sense. At
I'm
least-
not gonna do a medicine check. I'm gonna do something different.
what are you gonna do?
I give him my chit.
Which one? Oh, I guess the only one you have.
Yeah.
Doesn't work like that, unfortunately.
I don't know that.
Yeah, I know
It seems
that.
like
I
a
know.
good idea.
Yeah, I know. So you pull off your chit and you wrap it over his, put it around his neck. Sure.
But a point was raised, which was good. It would be.
Oh no, I'm not doing
Wait.
another medicine.
If I got Dimitri up, could that have been the one turn to tell him to get Lynn up and then rush over to try and...
No. It would be at least from. I think it would be better if I get the health potion and we got Lynn up through medicine check because we have a high chance of getting Lynn up. I mean, I don't want you to die.
She's already rushed over by the time that she's already administered it to Dimitri.
No, that's her. That's my potion she gave to Dimitri. Lynn still has
Yeah.
hers.
So you grab Lynn's health potion, and you hear Grimnir cough up blood like a maniac.
Yeah,
Pretty
running
sure that's
around
gonna
there.
die there. This 2 near-death experiences in 2 days is too much for me.
I'm just really surprised about that. That was just bad luck.
I'm
To
not
have
surprised.
a medicine and then a critical fail.
Can anyone help me?
Running! Running as best I can.
So why did you move your token? Sorry.
Sorry.
So I thought it was. Oh, don't worry.
So you're still over on the ground.
Oh, here's my token.
Yep.
Shoving face.
Let me delete these boars. They don't need to be here anymore.
And entomb me with the ball, please. So when you dig my grave, do you like
Oops.
put some? The
The world goes
I know.
white.
We
Is this
literally
heaven?
destroyed the world.
We are
For
truly...
Grimnir, everything goes white.
I was
So-
gonna say we're officially observing this through Grimnir's perspective.
Okay,
The world
unfortunately,
starts
I have to
going white.
ask Grimnir to make one more death saving throw by the time that you get to
Ah,
it.
no.
No! Oh, damn it.
Goodbye, everyone.
Ah!
Yeah,
No! My god!
Why?
Also, you need to... Oh, shit. My god. What the fuck?
Are you fucking kidding me, man? What is with your shitty rolls? Holy shit.
Well, silver lining. I know that my plan doesn't work now.
You wait for a second and your chit doesn't even do anything as it lies against his chest.
Okay, Josh, you need to roll up a cleric.
Okay, wait. I want to
Wait.
try to
Let
do
me
a thing.
Let me think. Because
Can I try to do
like
a thing that might help?
noble chits would have more than just healing potion in it. No, they would actually have spare the dying as well. So that's probably the one that activated and then healed you. No, his chit lights up now. Yeah, because you're a noble, you'd have spare the dying and healing a healing potion inside the golden chit of noblehood, and then the tin one would activate.
So I know exactly what I'm taking from my relative as soon as I get his ass.
It doesn't work, remember?
No,
but
his chit
he's-
does.
Oh, right.
His
You
tin
take
shit.
it off him before you
Yeah,
get...
yeah, take it from him.
Oh, that doesn't work either.
How even? You can't like
Well, you
chuck
can
it
you
into
can
the...
see that Esther's chit is on his neck, but it's his chit that lights up and spares the dying on him.
Yeah.
Right, but the
But
question
if you
is,
take
would
it
have done
away
that
from
if it wasn't
somebody-
in contact.
Right.
Okay, throw it off a bridge far away from him. Does it still
So
work
if you
on
remove
him?
from their body, would it still work?
Oh yeah, that's a good question. Yeah, no, sorry, yeah, you're right. Oh, whew.
She has to work up so much strategy when she gets to this point.
So I've managed to die
Next
twice.
question.
Yeah,
What
you've
if we
died
take up
twice, and the noble chit saved you the first time. This time it's your adventurous chit saves you the second time.
Do you have like a what was it?
You can
Do you have a
administrate the
god?
potion
Because I
now.
figure like your chit should be your new god now.
I'm Jon Snow.
You fucking are.
Or Jorah Mormont. Oh no, not Jorah. What's the other dude? The guy with the eye patch.
Oh, Lynn makes a saving throw. Thank you very much, Lynn.
No, you got your health potion, right? You
Everyone's too busy.
No,
No,
hold on.
she's administrating the health potion to who? Do you administrate it to Grimnir, who is?
Oh, no, there was two, right?
Dead,
Lynn has and
No, she already used it.
2, 3. Oh, okay.
Also, wait. Dimitri could try to medicine that at least once.
Yeah, Dimitri could medicine.
I can medicine when I get over there. I can dash.
No, when
medicine.
Dimitri's already up. Dimitri's already up.
Mhm.
Yeah, there are several turns to do this in.
Yeah. So Dimitri does medicine
I
check
can-
on
I can help
Lynn.
him.
God!
Oh dear God! No.
No, that's wrong character.
Yeah, no.
Wrong character.
Yeah. Yeah,
I
no.
can-
That's still Dimitri. That's the right character.
Eh.
Lynn makes that death saving throw. Then
God damn.
that's not a save, so you lose a save point there. By the way, because
What?
that's your 14 saved against that one, because he would have done that there. That
God
doesn't
damn.
count as a save. It counts as
What
a preventing
the
of death.
fuck?
Then
I
you
do it
fail,
now?
and then you get up and try it. Yeah, go for it.
Can
And this is
can
a
he help
7 if
me?
you fail.
Can he help me?
Yeah, he can. Yeah, he can help you, so you have advantage. Okay, thank goodness that you had
Oh
advantage.
god.
Saved. Sorry, no, I didn't mean to retcon the gold chit, but no, basically the spare the dying would be on the gold chit as well as a health potion. So yeah, his tin one activates.
Why roll 10? Why?
Why so many bad rolls? It's like you're trying to kill yourselves.
No, roll 20 is trying to kill us.
And it's not even me. I'm sitting 10 feet away from my computer right now. So that I have no...
To be fair, you're
nothing to
goring us,
do
so it
with
kind
this.
of is you. Otherwise, we wouldn't be down.
Hmm. Did I learn something useful? Don't stand in front of a giant ball.
No, wherever you stand, he's running
Don't
like
stand next to Dimitri, goddammit.
he's doing like.
That too. He's already blaming himself.
That is not your fault.
I like the image of, though, that Dimitri takes a shot with his crossbow, pisses off the boar turns and charges everybody. Galatea dodges out of the way, looks to the right to follow the side of the boar, and then she just watches as both Dimitri and Lynn are in the air as the boar shifts to a halt. And they both land heavily before it suddenly turns around and then charges towards our Grimnir.
Speaking
Big
of
thing
which,
just sets his pike and just goosh it in the front of its face, and then is thrown back 20 feet as well.
once everyone's up, she's walking back over, grabbing her maul, walking to the corpse of this thing, taking her maul back like a hammer, and just driving the pike and the arrow into its brain.
Before you do that, that's just gonna be like, whoa. It's worth more money if it's kept intact.
It would still be intact. It'll just have a pike through its brain.
I'd like to remind you that a pike does actually have a little choppy bit about it. Yeah, most pikes do.
Oh yeah, by the way, in the image of Lynn and Dimitri getting thrown back, I just picture Galatea looking, and then in the background he goes, "What's this?"
Yeah, basically.
Just flying through the air in slow motion.
Looking at those weapons, I mean, I'm fine with it having like a blade, but looking at those weapons, I presume.
Oh no, apologies. Yeah, no, you're right. Never mind. I'm thinking about a different type.
Yeah, there's a
Is
few
it the
kinds.
partisan?
I just picked the one that was the heaviest because you said this shit about the weapon's weight being
Yeah.
durability.
Dear God, pig balls. Fuck me.
Yeah, this fucking huge, dude.
Told you.
Okay. Let's see.
But anyway, yeah. Do you reckon I can take the tusks off?
It's like back over making sure everybody's okay, making sure Dimitri's okay. Like, I'm so glad you're okay. I need to get this off of me right now or I'm going to murder something else. Because she's still
Okay.
covered in blood and ashes.
Right away, mistress. So, this is the on working. Legendary reaction. Basically, legendary reactions mean that it can be activated anytime. With regardless, and
It's actually the end of an opponent at a target's turn.
yeah, that's what I mean. It can activate any time. Legendary reactions basically mean that it's my view on legendary reactions is that nothing can prevent that reaction from happening unless it's dead or KO'd.
Or stunned, apparently.
What do you
Or
mean?
stunned.
I mean, I knocked them unconscious and it still went off.
Yeah. Or being stunned.
So being unconscious is somehow not as good as being stunned?
No, it's unconscious. When did you knock it unconscious?
I threw a javelin at it. It
Yeah.
went unconscious because it was on 0 health, and then it charged, and then it went down.
It's true.
That was one of the other boards. That
Yeah.
wasn't even the legendary one.
That was another one. The tenacious thing is at after it goes down to 0, so it still activates its reaction and then it makes it save.
Which it failed, and then
It went dead.
right, but before it died, even
It
though
still
it
gets
was-
its reaction.
That seems a little bit like an oxymoron because it turns on tenacity because it's knocked unconscious, and then before it's knocked unconscious, it takes its legendary reaction. I mean, it has to be knocked unconscious for the thing to happen, for tenacity to happen in the first
You're
place.
right. You're right. I probably owe you back some health, but you still would have gone down there.
oh yeah, for sure.
Get back one of those potions.
Yeah,
No, you would have
that's
gone down there regardless as well.
Oh, yeah, I took like I don't know.
I think you took up to about 50 damage from things.
Nah, a little bit less than that.
We need to get you some full plate.
Very good luck. I'm gonna wear these boar tusks. You see that picture I just linked of Gaush?
Yeah.
1 second.
I have a crowbar and a hammer. We'll make this work.
Yeah, I'm ripping those things out. I'm gonna like smith some of those like metal spikes. and
Like,
shit.
you're just like, this is a thing that is happening.
We can chop them up into pieces and Dimitri can mend them back together.
Yeah, like I'm sorry guys, but after this encounter, I've almost died twice. I need something to remember this by.
That is absolutely
this
fair.
is
I'm living by
this is its current stat block. I'm still working on it, but that's its current stat block.
Sure. Would you take the max health of the die? Or...
Yeah, generally.
Okay, I'll work the CR.
I take max dice of things
Yeah,
for
I just didn't
boss
have to work.
encounters. Yeah.
Well, actually, isn't usually
For
have-
fun encounters and all that jazz. It would be a lot more different. Like it's at average, I think it'd be what is it? 7 times by 8 plus 21. 77 would be its average.
Come on, level 3. Come on, level 3.
Doesn't work like that, unfortunately.
God damn.
The way that I do experience is this. For every point of your proficiency, you need to clear a story mark, right? A
Okay.
story mark in the case of your first session was joining up as a group and deciding on your name, and then clearing your first encounter and surviving it. That's why you leveled up to level 2. This is 1 point towards your story mark of towards your next level.
2, 3, 2, 7, 3.
So basically, you need to clear one more story point to level up to level 3.
Cool.
Okay, let me know when I can tell you all the things I want to do to this body.
Okay.
Jesus fucking Christ.
So you take a moment of rest and respite as you wait for everyone to recover from their wounds and such. You can take a short rest and use your hit dice if you want to do so. This will
Why
get Lena back
specifically
up.
force?
Hmm?
Why specifically force? Like nothing.
Or you can take a
Just-
long rest if you want and use both your hit dice or your hit dice.
Well, you
It's
can,
half
you,
hit.
can use you can use as many as you want during a short rest. Usually, I mean, again,
I
I'm not
generally
gonna say that
limit-
every time, but
Yeah. In this game mode, the rules are this: short rest you can use up to half your hit dice. Long rest you can use up to all your hit dice. Long rest in current conditions, that is wilderness conditions, you don't get your hit dice back. Long rest during comfort conditions, such as an inn, you get your hit dice back. So, yeah.
that doesn't. So
Damn.
what?
So once
So
again,
you don't just go back to full health when you do a long rest.
in long rest on when you go sleep in an inn, for example, or in a bed or in a comfortable position, you go back to full health.
Okay.
In the wilderness, you roll your hit dice,
Right.
and you get your hit dice back. Sorry, you get your dice back at the end of a long rest. You don't get it in the short rest.
So okay. So
I'll write it out.
can you get your hit die back on a long rest if it's in the wild or not?
Yeah, let me finish. Half.
Sure.
Grimnir, didn't you use a second wind?
I did, yeah. I get it back at the end of a short rest.
Yeah, but you still would only get one hit dice to roll for your long rest.
All right. And short rest, yeah, since it's half. That's fine now. I'll take it. Well, it's not fine. Any other encounter will just die.
You get 6 health. Yeah, half. Is that right?
Yeah, I guess 6. It's 4 plus 2. Oh, sorry, plus 3. So which is 6.
Yeah, 4 plus 3. Yeah.
Okay, so is it 16? I'd be curious. Why did you not? Why not include other damage resistances? Why specifically force? Like nothing. Like pretty much nothing in this game resists force.
Basically, the idea is that it's very heavy thuds doesn't really affect it to its main rear positioning. Force damage is a very much of a thudding heavy stroke. Its fat is just so resistant to.
Oh,
heavy
why did
impact.
not stop frost, for example?
Huh?
Or Sonic.
Yeah, cold damage or thunder.
Yeah.
Who does?
So,
Do you have those elements? You don't know. You've never tested it.
Well, no,
This
but
is the information that you know.
Okay, sure.
It has.
I don't
but
know
if you need to know it, if you need to know to calculate your thing, it's got a weakness to thunder, to lightning,
a weakness on it. Yeah. Yeah, no, it won't change it. I don't think.
to electricity. Yeah.
Oh damn! If you didn't have the bane.
Does he have tenacity as well? He does. Oh, that gives him more health.
There we go. Does that make sense about the rests?
Yeah. What's considered comfortable? I mean, I'd consider just
Comfortable is
anything
basically
comfortable.
comfortable would be within walls of a town or a village or an inn and stuff like that.
do druids get the inverse?
Sorry?
Druids get the inverse.
Yeah, they probably would.
Alright, just asking because I think it's funny.
They probably would, but I've never actually had any druids in play.
Oh dear. Yeah.
Okay. So, over a short rest, you recover and you get back to your feet and you have a look about the place.
Oh, I don't need rest. I'm actually
Yeah,
at full
no
HP.
rest.
I don't need it.
I know. It's a bit unfortunate that you kept hiding behind trees.
Yeah, I mean, playing a rogue.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's totally what rogues do.
I know.
Um,
That's why
Well,
That's why I was like, "Damn it! You're right. He's used his reaction, so he can't charge you." That was the only chance I had to deal damage to you. And the problem is that he would have to use a double dash towards you, which he could do actually.
So the thing I want to do on a short rest actually is split the party.
Why?
Because, well, apparently there's woodsmen and stuff in this area. I want to pay someone to guard these for a hot minute because I think they have to be worth money.
The beast bodies.
Yeah. There's
Well, you can-
no, like, even
can we
for
not just drag one with
for
us?
one of them is 10 feet big.
Like find somebody with a cart. Find somebody with a cart, then we hack it apart.
If you want to work out the weight of this thing, let's take a normal boar for example. What's a boar's weight at its largest size?
Heck, you could probably just take its eye and the tusks and it'd be... Yeah, we totally killed this thing. Look at this gigantic fucking eye. And the
We can
tusk.
take its head, right?
A boar's
Oh, no.
about 90 kilos. A boar's about 90 kilos at its biggest size, and that's at 200 centimeters at length, and its height is 120 centimeters. Jinkies, really?
We could probably take its
huge.
head. We would just pull it along with the much rope that we have.
So yeah, wow, okay. At the smallest of these things, let me just tell you this: the creature that you guys just fought is called a bulldrome. At its smallest, it's 500 meters in height. Right? That's just in height.
What?
And its largest,
500
500
meters.
centimeters. 500 centimeters. 500 centimeters at its height. That is from foot to ground, top. Don't know. No, probably from length. Sorry. Monster size never does height and length. It just does one of the directions. Anyway, at its maximum that it can possibly go is 1,200 centimeters. This is around in between. So it's probably about 4 times the weight of a wild boar, coming in about 360 kilograms at least.
It's probably much higher. How much was the normal boar? How much was the normal boar height? 180.
A normal boar, yeah, about 180.
So even if we're going to say that this thing is not its maximum height and say it's 1,000, that's like 5 times as big. And generally, for every double in size, you increase the weight by a factor of 8.
8? My bad. I thought it was 4. Never mind.
Yeah.
So
and it did that at least 5 times, maybe 6. So yeah, it's like easy over 1,000 kilos.
yeah, easily. Okay, yeah, that sounds about right. That kind of also explains why it was cracking these big trees too, doesn't it?
I mean, comparatively, I don't think an elephant could break a tree that's 30 feet across.
They could.
Yeah,
it.
no, cars don't break trees that are that big. The tree just sits there and the car bends around it.
Yeah, well, that's because it's got crumple modes.
And they'd be going, well, and it's also, but even then, if we're talking about like pure, if we're
Looking
talking about
at the
pure mutant force, it's going way faster than an elephant would be, which makes up for its lack of mass.
Yeah. Looking at the tree, you can see that it would have taken at least another 8 probably cracks at it before it would have actually started breaking. It's mainly the wood being hit by the trunk, by the tusks, that was making the crack noise.
Okay.
So you want to head back to the farm to ask for help to cart back the remains. Esther?
Mhm.
Is that the plan?
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I was hoping to see if I could find somebody, but if not, I'll just take my time to
The
rest.
closest is literally the farmstead.
Yeah.
At least you know the path back, at least. Maybe. Who knows? Roll me survival.
I might as well
gonna say how long? Yeah, I think we're farther than an hour out, so it's good.
Well, just mean like we will. Let's be at least I think I know the route the best, so might as well do
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna laugh my own. I thought I could do something else.
Does Lynn want a piggyback ride?
Do you want to give the dwarf a piggyback ride?
No,
I don't
this is
think I-
Lynn want one, not I'm giving. Someone gives me one.
To be fair, Galatea might be able to do that. She probably wouldn't, but she'd be able to.
Yeah, you could probably lift me.
Dimitri's
Yeah,
fussing all
awesome.
over you, making sure that you're cleaned from all the blood that fell over you and everything like that, making sure that you're comfortable.
Yeah,
He
she's
pulls out a
definitely
packet
cut
of
up, but
He pulls out a packet of crackers that he had in his bag, but he discovers that the crackers are destroyed from his fall. I'm sorry, madam. I can't excuse myself.
it's fine. I'm not that hungry anyway.
Are you sure? Okay.
Yes, I'll just be happy to get back into the city and into a bed.
So the question is, how do you want to get this thing back? Who's going back? What are you going to do now? You're all on your feet by the time that Esther's finished examining the area. Whereabouts do you want to examine, or do you want to just start heading off? I'm a bit confused what you want to do.
How long would it take to get the tusks off?
To get the tusks off, do you have any cutting? What type of cutting weapons you got?
Cutting.
Yeah.
I've hand axes.
Hand axes? Roll me a nature check.
I also have daggers and...
With advantage, because someone's probably going to help.
Okay. 17.
17. You after a few moments of digging into the snout of the beast and towards the back of where its tusk would lie, you're able to free one of the tusks out of its setting. It's a bit bloody and gory. If Galatea helps, Dimitri immediately removes the blood off you.
Yes, always.
An examination over the tusk itself after you remove it shows that it has. Roll me an investigation.
Who's someone good at doing that?
Dimitri is. Or Dimitri is better at it, but probably. Yeah, Lynn knows. Lynn got this.
Lynn! You immediately jump up and grab hold of the tusk and start looking it over. You can see the scratches and the shapes, and whilst you're inside that trunk, you remember that there were marks where it would just be pierced through, where parts would come through. And after a few moments of thinking about it, you realize that the boar probably sharpens these tusks on the fallen logs or the trees around it, and it keeps it solid. And you look over one of the tusks, and the one that they've removed is in pretty good nick, in fact. Quickly ducking over to the second one, you see that the other one is not in the same condition. It's probably taken the most blunt of the tree barrages and everything, barrages that it's done against the trees over this battle.
That's fine. You can give that one as a, or as a token that we've done the job. That and or like an
he's
eye.
not taking. Fuck him. He can come out here and take a look at this shit.
Let's see. You have 4 empty vials now, so you can get 4 blood vials if you want.
That, but this isn't CSI. How do they know?
100% getting.
We're not taking blood.
No. I'm taking the vials because I'm gonna try to sell this shit to somebody.
That's fair. Here's a question: How big are its eyes?
Its eyes are actually kind of beady compared to its body.
Can we take out the other tusk as well?
Yeah, it's not of good quality. It probably would be useless and for any type of crafting if you wanted to use it to craft with. But it's a good thing to show off. Yeah, the tusk.
Oh, what?
The second one. The first one's in pretty good nick.
The first one you can keep. The other one is just good to show to the guy.
Probably as a proof of evidence or such. If you don't want to drag the whole entire body back.
That sucks. I need to for my outfit though.
Yeah, not everything comes through clean. A piece of its hide. If you want to try and get me a piece of its, if you want to try and skin the creature, you can try doing that as well.
She's not looking to do a particularly good job, and that's why she's probably going to take it from one of its legs.
Heck, we've already made, like, stabs in its hide, so you can just get under that.
Sure, roll me a nature check with advantage because someone's going to help you.
Okay.
Thank goodness you...
I just rip a piece off. Oh wait, advantage.
Advantage.
Sorry.
Advantage.
Advantage.
Yeah.
Okay, that's better.
10.
You start digging one of the spare axes that Grimnir has underneath a few of the parts where you've cut through with different pikes and using it to cut as much of the hide free as you can. You get probably, from the amount of work, depending on how much you want to do, how much you want to do.
Well, basically, she's just looking to get enough for like 10 spell components worth.
Well, that's easy to get. That's super easy to get.
Yeah, more or less, she's hoping to sell this weird magic mutant bits of it off to wizards. Better.
You can get you can easily get a 5 pounds worth of hide doing that. If you're only wanting small parts.
Yep, sounds good.
Jesus.
So, how many do you want to get another £5 for Lynn? She sounds like she wants it.
Oh, yeah, done.
Roll me another nature check.
Come on, advantage.
You start going at it, and as you keep going through, you've forgotten to stop at the 5 pounds, and you end up coming out with about 25 pounds left of hide. You practically skin the whole entire beast. You got so into your work.
Okay, cool. You can have whatever piece you want, Lynn, but we're selling this hide. I guess that means we could eat some boar if we want.
Yeah, if you want to eat some boar meat.
Or whatever.
At
Like,
mentioning
relax here a little
eating
longer.
it, Dimitri goes, "Oh, maybe I can be of assistance then." He starts
Yes,
getting to
that'd be
work
lovely.
setting up a spit and such, and starts getting into it and digging out huge chunks of boar meat to start roasting over a fire. Could you please make me a cooking check, which is going to be a intelligence, I believe. I'm only going to find that book that I had.
Give me 1 second.
I had a bloody thing that told me exactly what it was.
Okay, so see how it goes.
Wow, that's with advantage. It was a bad roll.
Dimitri's the one cooking.
What is it
As
with you
well.
and the
Oh.
cooking rolls, though? Because you did that with the cookies. too.
You were too busy working away with the hide.
Fair.
So Dimitri, I need a roll from, please.
Okay. Like, he has proficiency with cooking tools, right?
I'm pretty sure it's wisdom. 1 second. What's it called? Minor skills? Let me go to my DMG. Minor skills, optional rules. Where is it?
He is good, though.
I guess I have to download it again.
It doesn't matter.
No, I understand. It's just more along the brain part
Yeah.
of me.
One
I'm
hell of
sure
a
I got my
butler.
books.
Minor skills is what it's called. The PDF's called.
Oh yeah, I'll give you. I'll link a thing which has every book for every fucking game.
It's not that. I've got that, man. It's something
Ah.
else.
Sure. Well, if anyone wants it. It's even got 4E, all that to 2.
We're having the best damn boar steaks ever.
Oh, he crits that shit. Over the course of the meal that he produces, it almost turns into munga meat style boar meat, as he uses bits of rib and such like that to allow for easier access of eating, as you go all asterisks and obliques on the beast's meat. Please roll me a constitution check, please.
Well, who,
roll-
everyone?
Roll me a d10 plus your constitution modifier.
What?
A d10 plus your constitution modifier.
Oh, I see.
But that. Okay, so you want to roll a d10 and then add my con mod.
Yeah, add your con mod.
Is this for everyone?
Yep, that eats the meal. Cooking's wisdom, sorry, not intelligence.
Oh, that's a saving throw, not my mod. Should be +3.
Okay. Galatea,
So,
you gain 9 health. And any
Yay.
health that goes over your maximum is temporary.
Yeah, that's not happening.
Okay, so any health that goes over you, if you heal over your maximum, you gain that as temporary hit points. Wait, you have +5 to your constitution?
no. That was my saving throw. It's supposed to be +3.
Okay. I was going to say. What? Okay, so you gain 7 hit points. You can eat as well, Esther. So does Dimitri, so roll Dimitri +10. +10 +5 is the constitution modifier. It's healing. You will also become sated. While sated, you have advantage on constitution checks. Different foods give you different things. Boar meat apparently restores health. At least cooks like this. Crit check. In fact, it was just going to be a D10 if it wasn't going to be a crit. That added the constitution modifier.
Rest in peace, Alex.
Yeah. Let's see. Let's see. So you've taken the tusks, you've taken the hide, you've eaten the meat. Let's see what else. Oh, you wanted to try and take some bones. With the meat taken out, you can get easy access to the bones. Roll me a D100, because I'm going to go pull up a different thing.
So many balls in there. There's 4 balls, I think. Right?
Yeah. 1 second.
Okay.
Just try. Okay. Okay. Okay, so you gain. Roll me 1d6, please. Whoa, okay. So you gather through a bit of work 6 good quality medium bones. Now, when I say medium, they stand almost to nearly half your height, Lynn. Maybe a bit more. Actually, in fact, nearly up to your chin.
Okay, see, that sounds staff capable.
Of all the rest of the bones, none of them were of good use. They were either broken from constant moving or running into things and stuff like that, where its flubbered, its meat did not, its fat, I should say, did not cause lower damage or something like that. Or maybe just from the act of trying to pull it apart or such. You also found a few. Roll me a D100 with roll me an Arcana check, please, Lynn. Whilst you're looking at the bones. Anytime you guys go in, Dimitri uses his prestidigitation to clean you of all the blood, if you wish.
Come on. I'm supposed to be good at this.
You have advantage. I'll give you advantage. That's better.
Oh yeah.
I'm good at this.
That's better. You get advantage because you're right next to it. You find something. It's strange. You're not sure how to explain it. Where its heart is, where you found its heart, it seems to be a crystallized stone of something that was within its heart. And as you reach in and like cut open the heart to reach at it and pull it out, it suddenly starts to degrade into a sand-like material and then fade into nothing, like ash.
Well, I'm glad we ate first.
No, this is the stone that she pulled from the heart.
Oh, just the stone. Okay.
Yeah. The other guys could have found it too, but they didn't have their spellcaster with them.
Oh, was it these guys? The other guys find this
They
creature's
they fought another Magi beast.
Right.
So yeah, you have your 4 vials of blood, you have your 6 medium bones, you have your 25 of one set of hide and 5 sheet of hide, 5 pounds of hide as well, and then you've got the good tusk and a show-off tusk. Pretty much nothing left. The skull itself is fractured terribly.
Ugh.
Not only is it cracked where the pike went through, but then the arrow went through as well. And it got a fracture between the two of them, leading to a case of it just being shattered in half. Well, not shattered in half, but breaking when you try and move it. And I don't know how deep into the brains you want to go if you want to play with all the gooey bits. But yeah, you sensed something as you were looking at pulling out a bone or two out of its body and such like that. When you sensed it, you dug through even deeper into its body, then, and you come out covered in visceral gore and general slime. And Dimitri's like, "Little lady, would you like me to clean you?"
I got it.
Good. Mm.
It's so nice to have you, Snooze.
Sitting out in the wilderness. Okay. The rest of the corpse is basically useless, and sure, you could probably take home maybe one of these bodies of the boars if you want to. Two, if depending on who wants to carry them.
I think we have enough, thank you.
Hey, I accidentally
Welcome back. Did you do that thing where you accidentally hit the escape button on Discord?
No, I accidentally hit the power button because I was trying to fix my screen.
Even better. I love when that happens. My girlfriend has her power button sitting on top of the like it's one of the ones that sits on the top of the tower, and it's got a big, huge blue glowy thing. And her cat every now and then comes over and sits on top of a tower, and then pushes the button.
My cat did that with my old tower. I had to tape a quarter of the damn thing.
I should tell her how to do that because I showed her how to do it in the Windows stuff, but unfortunately, apparently, it resets it after restart, which is annoying. Anyway, so you've gathered as best you can from the corpse. There's not much left to do, as I was saying before. You could probably take back a few of the smaller beasts if you wish to, but you've taken what you could. Everything else is just gore and leftovers, and there's very little of use that you can think of anyone needing it.
Takes on those leftover steaks or whatever Dimitri made in a little baggie.
Of course.
Wonderful.
You want to search? Do you guys want to search anywhere?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. What do you want to search?
I want to search in its house.
Okay, so you go in. Roll me an investigation check. As you enter the semi sort of cave-like state that these propped up stone slabs cause and shape, you look about and you realize that investigation check.
3.
You look about and you can see that don't have advantage for it, but it doesn't matter. You look about and you can see that
No, I
there's
don't.
very little of any remains of anything like that. You would expect from a boar-like creature. There's no animal remains or any bones or anything like that.
Can I say it now?
Sure.
These things are fucking herbivores.
Oh yeah, I'm not looking for. I'm looking for.
No, I know that. I'm
I'm
just
looking
yeah.
for what the hell made it big. As far as I know, it's some kind of
Oh,
weird
you weren't
magic.
here for it. Uh,
No.
Lynn, when Lynn was pulling out the bone, she sensed some magic within the beast. And when she dug through into the actual guts and gizzards of the creature, she got to the heart, where she sensed it. And after cutting open the heart, she was able to find a stone. As she brought it out to show everybody else, it crumbled into a sand-like material before disappearing into nothing.
A quick question about the boar.
Mhm.
Could it make it so? Did it have to fail its first bull rush to make two the legendary action? Kind of.
For the legendary reaction,
Yeah, I can remember what you said about it. Or could it just
the
make two? It feels like it.
it makes a bull rush and then does a double bull rush after.
So okay, so just three in.
Its reaction.
It's just three every round, pretty much.
It can, yeah. No, it does two normally, but if it uses the legendary reaction, it can make three.
Yeah, but regardless of that, I mean, just like it can do one normally on a turn, right? Or can it not?
No, it can. It just it on its turn. It does up to three. Up to two. Sorry.
Oh, okay, right. Okay.
Yeah, it
How
can
many
bull rush and then bull rush again.
How many
just
action
bull rush
points does it
once.
get? It just
It only gets one.
one per entire round.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, it can use an action point to do a double bull rush as well.
But
I
once
kinda
per
yeah.
round.
And on its turn, it can do a double bull rush itself as well.
Okay,
So in fact, if all
So it can
the
do
things
four.
came together, if all things came together, it can do a double bull rush on its turn. It can do a double bull rush as a legendary action, and it can do a triple bull rush as a legendary reaction.
Yeah, I can't. I don't think I can calculate that, but I can calculate this. So it makes.
The question I immediately have is: does a legendary reaction still take a legendary action?
Yes, it does.
Because you
That's
get
yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
because you get three of them. Usually,
Yeah, sorry,
some of them
apologies.
have
Legendary
less.
reaction can only be using as a legendary action. You're right, apologies. That's why it's a legendary reaction.
Well, I mean, legendary actions don't exist. But
Yeah, but no, it
let's say if they
uses an
do,
action.
even the legendary actions are only used at the end of people's turns. Reactions obviously don't do that.
A legendary action is used at the end of anybody's turn. A
Mhm.
legendary reaction can only be used if it has a legendary point and can be used as a reaction.
Yeah. Yeah, so this will just change the CR.
Yeah.
So 6, 7, 8. You can do it 8 times in 3 rounds. 9.
Okay. Looking about the den of the bulldrome, you find very little of anything of value. It doesn't seem to do anything such. You find it's basically had a nest of sorts. And another thing about it, you realize that the reason why it didn't have balls is that it was a female. And you're looking at its litter.
What I want to do is burn the house down, but I'm not going to.
Well, it's stone. Sure, you can light the inside because everything around it is trampled to dirt thanks to the pigs and the boars and everything like that.
Oh, okay, yeah, I asked Lynn if she wants to look it over, and if not, we're burning it. Or she's burning it.
This changes a lot.
We should probably not. Well, it depends on how many trees are in the area and how close they are. Because we
I don't know
set
why
the
you
thing
always
on
want
fire.
to. Sorry to interrupt. I don't know why you always want to put a CR to the monsters I make.
I just like to know what we're fighting.
I know that, but it's more along the lines of I make shit up as I go.
Yeah, I understand that. I mean, it doesn't change anything. It literally changes 0 thing. I just find
I
it
know.
interesting.
Okay.
Sorry, what am I being asked about Investigator Destroy?
And
If you're
also, if anyone
interested-
wanted to use it for like an actual thing that uses CR, it would be interesting to know.
If anyone wanted to use it, what is it?
Oh, the the monster stats
Den.
as a CR.
Oh, the monster stat. Oh yeah, good point. Good point.
No, I'm burning something?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We might not want to do that close to all the trees and then light up the forest around
My
us.
question is, what is it that we are talking about burning?
The den.
The thing's den.
Where are we gonna burn it?
Inside a bunch of rocks.
Yeah, I get that part, but why to start with?
Oh, it's a weird, unnatural thing that Esther's like, I don't want to deal with this thing ever again. I'm gonna burn everything about it to make sure it never comes back. This seems like a perfectly logical conclusion. If you want a thing dead, you kill it.
You see that bridge I just crossed? Fucking burning it.
I mean, if there's a bunch of stuff I don't like on the other side of the bridge, then yes.
No, you just crossed it. I'm done with that bridge. Burn it.
Like,
I'm not coming back to this shop ever again. Burn it down.
I mean, I don't want to have to deal with giant boars again, and they're either not natural to the area or there's some weird freaking mutants. In which case, burning their house means they have to at least put some effort into coming back here.
Yeah, we don't want them like another batch mutating and then, oh, there's this house made perfectly for us. Let's take it over and do this again. I think
So-
we're okay, but
Sure.
Yeah, yes, I did want to investigate.
let's
it,
not
that's why I
burn
made
the
roll.
forest down.
As said, you find little of value or anything like that. What exactly are you looking for, in your own personal opinion?
I mean, I guess anything of significance, anything that's not obviously just animal byproduct or like sticks and shit.
You mostly find a lot of animal byproduct, a sort of nest that was created. If you go on the tangent of thinking about searching the smaller boars for checking their heart and digging through that, you don't find any of those stones like you did in the bigger one at all. Yeah, that's really all you find. You don't really find anything of value. It doesn't really keep anything of value.
I have a semi-random question.
Yeah, shoot.
Alex, you there, man?
Said I have a question, and I said yes. Shoot. What's up? Esther?
Guess he's dead.
I guess he's dead.
Live, Grandma, live!
So yeah, are you going to be taking any of the smaller ones home?
I mean, don't look at me. It's not like I can carry it.
Nah, I can barely carry the equipment on my back.
You're a
Unlike
dwarf.
Stone Numbles, I have no need for
Yeah,
trophies on my wall.
I mean,
I always consider that dwarves, unless they are in a stressful situation, carry practically any weight, as long as it makes sense. If they can lift it, they can carry it.
I'd be really encumbered.
Yeah, but unless you go into combat, it doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I can.
Well, who are you? You're a mountain dwarf?
Mm.
Yeah, no. If you're a mountain dwarf, that's the bonus that I generally give mountain dwarfs. As long as you're not in combat, encumbrance means fuck all for mountain dwarves.
Yeah, sure, I'll carry what I can.
That would have been amazing, though, if he just, like, dragged this gigantic board just all the way through the woods and up to
It has to be within his lift and pull thing, though.
It would have been
Well, can we
hilarious, though.
Can we take its head at least?
You've kind of pulled it apart by taking its tusks.
But its skull remains, no?
Yeah, its skull's there.
Boil all
Yeah,
the
you can
flesh
take
off
that,
the
but it
skull.
looks fucking weird without the tusks because
That's
they're
right.
giant gaping holes where its tusks used to be.
Well, we've got us tusks. Do we really need anything else?
Nah.
Not really, no.
I'm makeshift strapping them, like tying them to my armor.
How many are you going to try and carry?
Both.
Both tusks. I thought you meant pigs. Smaller balls.
You like
You don't,
teeth?
no one wants to take those?
Take all the teeth.
Are they worth much?
They could be. Who knows?
Sure.
Those were
I'll take-
damn good
I'll take-
steaks.
I'll take one then. I mean, yeah, they were. I don't disagree.
So you hoist that over your shoulder and all that jazz.
Jesus, so I've got a calf-sized ball over my shoulder, as well as.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
What is your
You're
maximum
amazing.
lift strength? What's your maximum? I think it's like
Well,
15
push,
times.
drag, lift. It's 150.
150? Yeah, you can easily carry one of these guys.
Or at least that's what it says in the sheet. I don't know if it's different.
60 kg. No, that doesn't sound right. Where's the sheet?
Yeah, I'm not sure if like whatever you're using is different, but that's what the sheet says.
Where is that? That's 510 is your lift.
Yeah.
You
That's what I said.
I thought you said 150. Yeah, you can easily pick up one of these balls. Considering that one of these balls is about 200 nearly kilograms or so.
Okay. Come on, Lynn. Come ride the
Welcome
dead
back.
ball.
Thank you. My internet went down that time.
Yeah.
You
The
had a
dwarf
question.
just
Before you left.
yeah, before you disappeared. You just watch as Grimnir grabs the tusks, then bends down and picks up one of the small balls and throws it over his shoulders, and now he's got that hoisted over with the tusks behind it. Like sitting on top between his neck and the ball.
Alright.
Galtia's just like watching this, quite impressed, and gives like a light tap of claps.
It's a pretty appreciated.
Well, no, almost
generally-
died earlier. Goodness.
As I was saying before, because you were gone, I'll refresh it. I generally put mountain dwarves having the ability that they have as Pathfinder, which is as long as they can lift it, they can carry it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
Pretty sure
I'll
that's what it
need,
was in Pathfinder, wasn't it?
I'm gonna have to buy a keg of ale after this.
What was your question, Alex?
Yeah, what was your question, man?
How much does my trinket look like the thing in the hearts?
What was your trinket again?
I have a pink coral that radiates magic.
Hmm.
Oh shit! I
Oh.
forgot my watch.
Yeah, he also has a watch. Gnomish designed. No one but a gnome and a gnome could really read it though, because the hands are written in Gnomish. But
I know Gnomish as a language.
oh, you know Gnomish? Okay, never mind then.
Yeah, I got it from being a noble.
Where's that thing about dwarves? Okay, so in comparison to the pink coral, it looks nothing alike. And it, for example, it doesn't disappear like that does.
Oh.
Hey, what happened to that? I could have sworn that existed. Or am I imagining things? Dwarves being able to carry whatever they can lift. Yeah, there it is. Dwarves are never modified by their speed is never modified by their armor or encumbrance. Always moving at 25 feet.
All right, yeah. They always move the same. That's true.
Yeah. But it's when you go into combat, you would have to drop it because otherwise you would have disadvantage trying to swing a weapon with encumbrance. Encumbrance doesn't affect your speed, but it does affect your ability to move about in combat.
Presumably, if I'm using my hands to hold, like, to carry something, then
too.
I could swing a weapon.
Yeah, but you can't put in like a giant backpack, for example,
Right.
because that would off balance you. Whilst you could easily just go, "Oh, I'm a dwarf. I don't care. I can keep walking every day. I can carry half a mountain on my back." You wouldn't be able to swing an axe whilst carrying a half a mountain on your back, for example.
Mm-hmm. Kind of
You'd
annoying
be
that
instantly off balanced.
this armor training, but I get it anyway. It's a bit redundant. I guess you get some redundant things. Mountain dwarves get armor training like as well, like, yeah, for free.
Well, that's if you want to be like, for example, a caster dwarf, be a mountain dwarf, and you can wear heavy armor, like you would.
Well,
but
medium.
Yeah, medium, yeah. Be a wizard in medium armor. Fuck me.
I know you can do it in heavy. You just need to get like your first level to be fighter.
Yeah, I know. But imagine that though. A
And you
dwarf
multicast
walking
into
out casting spells and he's wearing fucking plate.
Yeah, I had a plate. This guy took. Oh, what did he take? I can't remember. I think he took like 2 levels in cleric to get the to get the domain, which gave him heavy armor.
Yeah.
And then he just the rest was in wizard.
Okay. So, after examining the beast's dens, finding very little of interest, you prepare to get ready to go. The pink coral, I'll say again, is about the size of a ping pong ball. It's small, it's about that big and that kind of diameter and such like that. You're not sure what it radiates, and you've never asked anyone about it, I guess, so you've never shown it to a Lynn or anyone, right?
Nope.
Thought as much. But when she pulled it out this thing, it was like a giant stone, but it had a gem-like quality. But that only lasted for half a second as soon as it hit fresh air.
Weird.
Yeah. Which is interesting because whilst it was still covered in the guts, and before she rubbed it clean to show everybody, hey, look at this! Nothing. Everyone turns to find Lynn holding her hand up in the air, and there's absolutely nothing in her fingers.
Look of complete disappointment on her face.
Like, oh, did you learn an invisibility spell?
Are we going back to
No, but
the farmstead?
I did, but oh.
Sure. You head back to the farmstead, with Grimnir leading with his boar on his back and such. You remember the last time you saw the boar being carried, and you remember that it was the 2 young men that were the sons of the farmer, and they were barely struggling to keep it up off the ground as they dragged it into the stables. Grimnir just carries it like a boss. He doesn't seem to be bothered much by its weight as he just marches forward.
He's become a weathered man after these past 2 days.
It's a weird moment for Grimnir. He's been in battle before, but he's never been in battle where his life has nearly been on the line. He's always had someone step in to save his ass without looking like it. He realizes it now. Being a noble, you were treated differently. Being an adventurer, your life is your responsibility.
Mm-hmm.
I want Grimnir to get a tattoo every time he almost faces death. Just like a tap. See how high it goes.
I swear to God, man, your luck with those dice rolls is terrible.
Balls it up for Grimnir as elephants are for being murdered.
Okay, we need to get you one of those periopta wound closure. That's the first thing you need.
Yeah, they're really good.
Right.
I'm gonna start like embroidering shit with boars in them now. The boar is striking down the door.
All craft worship is of the highest quality.
Yes. Anyway, so about an hour passes as Grimnir travels back through the pass. Could I get a survival check with advantage, please?
From him from
From Grimnir.
survival. A 9.
You get a +1 because you know the path, so yeah, you make it.
Sweet.
Like you get advantage and then advantage +1. Anyway.
Yeah.
So you make it back and you find yourself looking at the remains of your handiwork and the boar's handiwork as you start to cross over. As you come back to the burnt ass tree that was your first encounter with these creatures, you find that the other boar remains have probably been collected because they no longer remain here. Though, except for the one that was completely burnt to a crisp. You see wagon wheels probably leading back to this farmstead over the dirt path and such as you travel back. Your time in the forest has been not short, but not long at the same time. In total, it probably has reached about early afternoon, just after midday. You're traveling out, and by the time you reach the homestead, it is about 2 o'clock-ish, by at least Grimnir's watch. You look about the place, and you can see that the farmer himself is missing, but his son isn't. One of them, anyway. And he approaches you guys and goes, "Right, you got everything done, have you?" He says, looking
As
at you, and
asked.
wonderful. Pa would be happy about this. All right. Well, I got to say, it's going to be a good bit of relief to see these things gone. Ma's going to be cooking some of the leftover beasts later on. If you want to stay, she said that you're allowed to stay for a night.
Can we get good beds this time? I'm literally about to die.
I'll talk to Pa. He's a bit upset about losing that field, but
Did you see the size of the mother boar?
no.
Yeah, he's just showing off the
You
tusks.
see these tusks I'm literally wearing?
You had
Okay.
nasty, pointy tusks.
Yeah, I think Dad might give you a spare room or something like that you all can share.
You better.
Okay, I'll give him some advice. Give me a
No.
break.
I'll slam down the boar.
Right, you want that cooked tonight as well?
Jesus, how much boar meat have you got
We
already?
might as
Let's see, we have the boar we brought home in the morning, and the last 3 that we dragged home over the last couple of hours, and that one there, so about 5 boars.
Jeez, I don't think we can deal
we
with
should
that.
probably smoke some of it.
That's the plan.
That's true.
Well, I kind of like loads of beef jerky, or like boar jerky.
Well, that is the plan, yeah. Pa's actually setting up the smoke hut.
Fuck yeah, yeah. I want
You want
boar
your smoked,
jerky.
or you want your smoked, or would you like to get yours cooked?
Yeah, boar jerky. And I need rations.
Okay, bring it around back, and I'll come with you, and we'll talk to Pa. If anyone wants to go in, you're more than welcome to. You'll find Ma and brother in there.
I'm just gonna find a bed and just fall on it.
Yeah,
Okay.
going and sitting down in a nice chair
Actually,
would be
do
nice.
these guys do tanning at all?
Tanning? No. Sadly, no. We usually we don't normally kill the beasts that we have. It's only a few dairy cows.
Do
Occasionally
you know
we-
where the nearest? Do you know where the nearest tanner is?
Nearest tanner would probably be within the outskirts of the city. Let alone even just the Workers' Guild if you go in there. You could try Cart Rest. It's a couple more days down the road.
I'm actually off these guys.
No worries. Oh, my name's Gildan, if you're interested, he says as he indicates towards the direction of the smoke hut.
A pleasure to meet you.
No worries. So he takes Gimir around the side to find Tabadar, the farmer, setting up the smoke hut. He's already starting to work on a couple of the boars as he's just pulling the meat off. He's not bothering about skinning it or anything like that. He's just pulling away and grabbing the meat to hang up loosely. Just a quick butcher and everything like that. When you bring her around your boar, you find that he's got two of them getting prepared. What's this? You want to have your boar cooked, do you? Does that mean you
Yeah.
finished the job, or you just retreated back?
So like, what does it look like? Does it look like we finished the job?
Does it look like I'm wearing tusks as pauldrons? Because I'm wearing tusks as pauldrons.
You can be sure that the mission is complete.
Great, that's fantastic. Here, after we finish this, I'll sign the sheets, and then you can get your cash back at the Adventures Hall.
Good.
No worries. Well, all I can say is thank you. They're all a bit disappointed about the field still.
Yeah, well,
It
at
does
least you didn't have
reduce
to
it
risk your
from-
life.
Yeah, that's true. Well, we reduced from 12 down to about 10 fields now.
Wouldn't be surprised if you can sell the jerky and make back some of it.
That is the plan, actually.
And it can be planted again next year, and without being torn out.
Mm-hmm. Think of the long term.
Well, last year I had
Effective, man.
12. Last year I had 12, and the year before I had 12, and the year before that I had 9. That was because of a drought, but the year before that I had 12. So, pretty sure losing 2 is acceptable. Either
I
way.
certainly wish you all luck.
Either way, if you want to join us for the evening, Mildred's looking to cook up a meal.
So
Nice.
wake me up if you can. I need to faint.
Of course, of course. Just ask Mildred where it is, and she'll point you to the beds. So, going inside, you meet Mildred. Mildred is I forgot to introduce her, and she probably did introduce herself at the beginning. She's a very stocky woman, and she's already at work cutting up one of the spare boars that they had in preparation for a huge stew that they're going to have for dinner tonight. There is one boar that's already half destroyed. That was probably for breakfast. Waste not, want not. And whatever remains of it are currently being devoured by their 2 dogs, not far from the actual back porch. The other son is Callum, and he's helping his mother. He's a bit younger than his brother. Either way, she points you to the bedroom, and you're more than welcome to stay. There's enough beds for all of yous. And when she says that, and you have a look, there's only 4.
Of course.
Are you clapping there?
That's my knuckles cracking.
Oh, okay. Oh, what the fudge is that noise?
You're hearing that Galatea like going over looking at the badge, just like,
Yeah.
oh, I don't think she can count.
I was going to say that's the sound of Galatea's teeth grinding.
Yeah, that too.
No, it's about less teeth grinding and more like, oh, you must be kidding.
Yeah,
It's never
your
as
size
good.
of. Yeah. Sorry, your size disappeared there. Cut
It's
out.
never as good as you expect.
Mm.
Well, here's the
Either-
important question. Are they human-sized beds?
Yes, yes.
So Grimnir and I can share one without any real problem.
I didn't realize their relationship was that close.
Scandalous.
I'm not like that. Are you seriously telling me that you have never shared a bed with a friend without any sort of hanky and or panky going on?
She's a noble.
Plus, also, this
Esther
is
could
probably
honestly say no.
plus also this is probably the first time you guys have slept in the same room like this. Let alone sleeping in proper beds in the same room together. You had been sleeping in the wilderness, and you generally do bundle up together when you sleep together in the wilderness, and no one knows what happened during this in the stables.
What
Not
happens in the
asking.
stables stays in the stables, Mr. Ed.
Pretty much.
Wilbur.
But yeah. Either way, time moves forward. Is there anything that you guys want to talk to the farmers about to learn about something?
Oh. I'm trying to remember what we haven't asked them already. I feel like they probably would not know about your the thing that you found, Lynn. Your invisible rock thing.
It's not invisible.
Oh.
It fell apart in my hand.
Would the tiny boars have had anything like that?
You
No,
cut
they
out
did
there.
not.
If you're asking that if they had them, no, they didn't.
It's okay. We'll kill something else the size of a house sometime.
Oh, I have no doubt. I guess if anything beforehand while they were cooking, could check with Dimitri and possibly offer help with there.
I'm sorry, but you guys keep cutting out. I don't know if it's Discord or if it's your microphones or something.
That's weird. Any better?
Yeah, it's
Anything?
like, well, it's more along the lines that your sentence cut out halfway through and then cut back in.
Huh.
It's more along the lines of blank, then there was a word, and then blank again.
I'll try to be more careful about it. Sometimes, like, I use the mute button on my microphone as voice activation, or instead of doing that, so sometimes it takes a bit to get in.
Gotcha.
This is a delay.
So, oh, Jinkies, it's 3 o'clock already.
Or 6
Didn't
Morning.
realize it was that. I did not realize it was that late. So, if there's anything you guys want to ask them, you're more than welcome to. But on the map, I'm going to throw their actual homestead, so you know where it is.
Oh, yeah, how far out of the of this hexagon did we go?
I had no way to tell. So his name was what's again? Trilber.
Like Trilby.
Trilberg.
A Thriller.
No, see, it's like this. That pig, that Trilbig.
There it is.
Okay. How long will it take to get back to town?
To town? Probably a day.
Alright.
Yeah, leaving basically that you're informed that leaving in the morning would easily get you there in the afternoon. If you go and buy horse and cart like they do, it's a round trip in a day. But they're not planning to go in anytime soon.
Oh, shame.
Yes.
Could use a rest.
Altea's just like, need to get back to bed. Back to a good bed. And just set a spot of tea.
You doing it again.
That was really bad.
That was really bad.
Damn it!
Mm.
You basically sounded you were push the top off on most maze.
Damn it!
Now, were you doing that on purpose? Because that's what you sounded like.
Yeah,
That's
I was demonstrating.
Oh, okay, awesome.
I've been trying to get
But yeah,
some
that's the
time.
location of Trilberg's farmstead.
So
It's just off the main road, and it's just near the North Woods.
That icon just reminds me a bit of, like, head crabs.
Which icon? Oh, the
Yeah.
player icon. Gotcha.
Or Metroid things.
They're just
Metroids?
helmets.
Metroids.
Helmets curse you.
Yes.
Helmets.
Yes, dark helmet.
The crabs are angry.
Sure. Yeah, unfortunately, they're not planning to go into town tomorrow at all. At which point, the youngest of the sons, Callum, does pipe up and say, "But Ma, I wanted to go in and get some." And Mildred just gives him the eye of silent son.
I see how it is.
But either way, says Torberg, you're more than welcome to sleep the night here. Stay and head off tomorrow morning if you could, please. I've already sent through a message. Actually, here. No, he doesn't send through a message. He goes, right, so now you need my mark, right? He asks as he extends his hand. What you remember the instructions from the guildsman back in Palestrom is that the Adventurers Hall hands out a book, a little booklet. It's a very simple little tome. And in the back of the book, in the front of the book, it's basically the rules of the guild and all the things that are required of adventurers and a quick explanation of the different levels and what they mean and everything like that. It doesn't tell you about the secrets of the chits because they don't expect anyone to die, and when they do, it's like a last-ditch save thing. It's not sure. They're not sure how it happens. It's just part of the thing, so they don't state it. Otherwise, people question, can it be recharged, blah, 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 and all that thing. So you won't find any of that information. The second half of the book contains a few different notes. Number one is a small section on discoveries. It tells you that the following sheets of paper can be used to report discoveries of unknown and undiscovered ruins or dungeons that adventuring parties can discover, and you'll be rewarded on doing so, reporting this information. It also gives you the first rights of looting as well. And after that, the Adventurers Guild will investigate it. It is warned that investigating dungeons without having the Adventurers Guild investigate it will lead it to be investigated with a proper system instead, but you're more than welcome to be able to search it. Anyone within the realms of those dungeons, of an undiscovered dungeon, is considered a interloper and can be taken care of in any way. You know what I mean? Basically, it says you get first dibs of the dungeon if you report it and explore it straight away. Otherwise, they would have to set up a full exploration dungeon quest, which is usually done by rogues. They don't go in there to loot the place, they just go in to just evaluate it. High-level rogues. Ninjas.
Bureaucratic rogues.
Basically, they go in and say, well, this dungeon's pretty fucking terrible. There's a dragon at the bottom of it. Okay. This is for C-class and above dungeon. Oh, this one's just full of goblins. Okay, that's an F-class. You know what I mean? Or an E-class, I should say.
Stamp of freshness.
Yeah. And that's all these guys do.
They're Rotten
just
Tomatoes
basically-
super reviewers for dungeons.
Yeah, basically. It's like a special organization of rogues that just go in there and do this examination. They get paid very well just to examine it and not just damage any of the dungeon, like disabling traps. They just avoid traps. It's a very interesting system and never will be touched by players. But if you choose to report it and not take first dibs at it, it goes up for free, first in best dressed type searching thing. It's a quest then to clear the dungeon. Generally, you get about a week before the Adventurers Guild send out their put it up for open things. So you get about a week of freedom to examine a brand new dungeon, and you get rewarded for doing so. The next bit is about handing in quests. When you finish a quest, the goal is you get if you are at the place where the quest requester has made it, like you had to meet the requester, you get their mark to say that you have finished the quest. It's quite simple. They just put down their mark, signature, or whatever they use, and then you can, when you bring it back to the Adventurers Hall, you'll be paid straight there and then.
So is it the mark in the booklet that they gave us, or just on a sheet of paper?
It's a sheet of paper.
Oh.
Like that basically would have been added to your book. Like you were given to given a thing and you add it to your book and everything like that. So you got to carry it around.
Mm-hmm. Then as soon as they asked about that, Galatea would present the booklet. Yes, if you'd please.
It's the Adventurers Guild Trapper Keeper.
Hmm?
I said it's the Adventurers Guild Trapper Keeper.
Usually the marker is supposed to be given to the party leader, or the most highest official, and that probably would have been Gaetel with her nobility actions, unless Gimnir decided to be the one that steps forward to act as party leader.
Nah, Galantea named us, so
Yeah.
You're the technically one of the noble chit.
pardon.
He takes a moment to mark it, sort of like a stamp he uses to represent his mark. And he hands back the booklet and the information included and goes, right, I've also written down a note that you guys purchased a couple of potions from us, and we've made a note, just left FYI. Those were our only potions in stock,
Of course.
and that means we're going to have to go in and get some more. Thank you very much for that, though. Good quality ones they were, too. Anyway, enjoy, Dylan,
Bad for each other.
and have a good night.
You as well. Let's go back to room
Yep.
and try to figure that
This
out.
is a long rest in comfort, so you get to restore everything. And with that, I think we're done, are we?
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like a good call.
Yeah, that was a bit of a long combat phase, wasn't it?
A bit.
That's
Mm.
fine.
It's just meant to be challenging, that's all it was. I probably can reduce it. I'm terrible at judging just times.
Pardon?
I'm terrible at judging times. I should have had it at 77. Yeah. I overpowered it by giving it full health. I just wanted to test out all its abilities.
Yeah, it's a big boy.
He's a big boy!
Well, trust me,
He's a
he was
big boy.
better than the Azorus that I had the guy's face. The Azorus was very broken.
I had effective a bunch of like 134 effective hit points.
Hmm?
The creature had effective hit points of like 134.
I don't know about that.
Mm-hmm.
That's mostly because of resistances. When you act your resistance, like
Well,
Oh,
depending
okay.
on what the type.
So things like the bestial tenacity that adds on to its effective hit points.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I have no idea how that works. But yeah, I should have gone with the average instead of the max.
Yeah, its defensive CR was like.
All right, I'm gonna get going because I want to go to bed.
4. Yeah,
No
so
worries.
It's late for me.
Night.
Sorry
Alright.
to take your time, guys. I'm
it's
sorry how you
alright.
hope you guys enjoyed it regardless.
good night.
Yeah, it was a good time. But yeah, I'm gonna go.
Night.
Hope you enjoyed
Night.
your time. I'll figure shit out soon.